right, part 2. Let's try it.
All right, let me see.
I heard it. Oh, man. How's it looking?
It looks better than it was before.
Okay, that's good. But does better mean good, or is better just better?
No. It's definitely a lot better because like before it was like maybe a frame every 3 seconds. No, it's fine.
It's still
Yeah,
good.
it's much better than it was before.
Okay. Trust you on my guy. Alrighty. Welcome everyone to the Offhand.
Yes.
We are back. We cannot say we're better, but we're back. We're trying to figure things out. Had a hiatus, and oh man, it is showing. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, so we're covering the NFL draft. Chive has the TV up. I have some mock drafts on me. So far we've missed the crazy first 2 picks. No one could guess what they were. So when they finally came in, that Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 pick going to the Jaguars, Zach Wilson going number 2 to the Jets. It was mind-boggling. It was wild. No one expected it. Took the world by storm. But now we know. Now we finally know what those picks were.
Both of those picks steals. Fully weren't projected to go at that point. But
Trevor Lawrence, underrated.
What a steal.
But yeah, no, the draft really starts here, and not even. It's just between either Mac Jones or Trey Lance. I think the 49ers end up taking Mac Jones. I think that just makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. You agree, Chaya?
Yeah, like I've been thinking they were gonna take Mac Jones, even while a lot of people were thinking they were still taking Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, like in the past, like just these past 2 days, it switched from Mac Jones to Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So,
and I like Trey Lance. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like Trey Lance. But I think Mac Jones just makes more sense. I think they originally wanted Mac Jones, and then when they got up there, they're like, maybe Trey Lance would be good. So then they started kind of falling a little bit more in love with Trey Lance. What I hear from like other analysts is that they met at the pro day that Trey Lance made sure had like the last pro day, and that really just relevancy. He's just in their minds. And then they met like his parents. He has really good parents. Talking to the coaches kept saying that he has like he can digest plays and schemes like super well. Like the guy's just super high IQ. And so the 49ers kind of slowly fall in love with him. And I guess fading away from Mac Jones, their original person. Because they traded like 3 first-round picks. And you don't trade 3 first-round picks to just go and get like somebody that you don't know. Like you have someone in mind. So I think it makes sense for them to go with Mac Jones, who was pretty good. How good? I don't know, but pretty good. I think the reality is one of these 3 quarterbacks is going to be a bust, right? There's no way all 3 of them are going to be good.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Like, so it's just ingrained in our heads that someone there hasn't been a draft where that hasn't happened.
Yeah, one of these,
like most drafts, even like just when all the QBs are hyped, whenever there's QBs hyped in the first round, there's usually busts.
Yeah, I like Zach Wilson. I don't know too much about him, if I'm being honest, but he's a pretty good player, I think, from everything I hear. Big arm, smart guy. Real leader of that team. So good characteristics. See how that plays out. I don't know if he'll save the Jets. I think that's kind of the thing that sucks for him. That's just going to be a lot of pressure on him. So we'll see how that goes. Well, hopefully he can figure it out.
All right. The 49ers pick is in, and Goodell is walking down the stage as we speak.
Let me know what it is, because I don't have it live in front of me.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you. I'll be
you announce
play by play. With the third pick in the 2021 draft, the 49ers select.
Ooh, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Wow. They moved from They moved from Justin Fields to Mac Jones to Trey Lance.
Interesting.
Actually interesting.
Ooh, I like Trey Lance. I like Trey Lance, I think, more than Mac Jones. Like a little bit more. But he is definitely more of a risk. He didn't play last season, so not everyone knows the film on him. Not everyone has that luxury. They're going based off of 2019. I keep looking this way, guys, just so you know, because I have a whole spreadsheet here with all these players' names. But yeah, he's a really good player, high caliber guy. Oh man, I think what I heard about him was that he's high potential. Like you don't know necessarily what he could be. Like his ceiling could be like a Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, like something wild like that. But then no one knows what his floor is either. So that's kind of the risk you're taking. With Mac Jones, I keep hearing like Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan, like a solid starter. Especially how it would have been with Kyle Shanahan. But Trey Lance, wow, good for him. Good for him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. He moved up. He was for a while there not being talked about. Like he was the number 5 for a lot of people for a while there. So for him to move up to the 3rd is pretty crazy. Out of the QBs, I don't mean like he was gonna get drafted 5th.
Yeah. A lot of people said that he was in that top 5 quarterback conversation, and he was 5. That's where a lot of people had him. Well, actually, no. A lot of people had him at 4. Because
really?
Justin Fields. A lot of people had Justin Fields at 5, or at least a lot of people. It was actually pretty. I would say. It was.
Yeah, I would say more recently that happened. Like.
Yeah, because a lot of people think Justin Fields is going to be the 5th quarterback taken, or some people thought that he was the 2nd best quarterback, or the 3rd best behind Zach, or the 5th best behind Trey and Mac. I like Justin Fields a lot. He might come off soon. That's the thing. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see how this goes. Next pick is gonna be Kyle Pitts, though. Next pick is Kyle Pitts, I'd imagine.
You think it's Kyle Pitts? You don't think they trade?
I looked at 5 mock drafts of guys that I respect, and all of them have Kyle Pitts going 5th. All of them have Kyle Pitts going 5th. It would actually be a surprise if they went quarterback.
Oh yeah, for sure. If they went quarterback, I'd be surprised. The only other thing I've been seeing is like them trading the pick, and that's it.
I've seen that a little bit as well, but I don't think they do it. I think they take Kyle Pitts. Even though I think they should in reality go defense. I think that's a bigger need for them. But
definitely,
so many people just consider Kyle Pitts a generational talent, like yourself, Chayav. I know you love Kyle Pitts so much. No. Tell us about Kyle Pitts since he's probably the next guy.
I am the only human. I don't know if this is like that Max Kellerman moment where you go, "Oh, who do you take for a 3-pointer?" He goes, "Iguodala." It feels like I'm that person saying Iguodala right now. I can only hope that I am right, that he is not that good. Like I'm not hoping for his career to be bad. I just think he's being drafted way too high. Like being in the top 10 for him, I think is bad, considering he's apparently the best tight end prospect. Like basically ever. He can't block. He has like just in those games that he was playing. If I am getting the best tight end prospect ever, he better know how to block coming out of college. And he does not know how to block very well.
That's fair.
That is one thing. That is one aspect that throws me off, because like him not being able to block very well is crazy for him to be the top prospect like ever at the tight end position.
So here's my thing.
I think he's a fast tight end.
Yeah.
What's your thing?
My thing is exactly
he's
what
a fast tight end.
Yeah, he's a receiver. He's basically a receiver that you're putting in at tight end that just creates a bunch of mismatches across the field. And it seems like with the way the league is going, is that's what you want. You want a tight end that's going to be a top-notch receiver, and then is like could kind of block, and they'll teach him how to block. And it's depending on the offense, it's like they're not going to be running the ball a bunch. Like like teams are starting to move away from the run and trying to be pass heavy offenses. So it makes sense to go and get yourself a top receiver.
Again, if they try to put him at like a tight end position, I don't like it. I just don't like that he's like this tight end prospect. If he's a wide receiver prospect, okay, but I still don't think he's a top 10 receiver prospect.
They're gonna like, put him at tight end, but they're just gonna have him going out as a receiver. That's the reality.
I don't like it.
Let's see what happens. Maybe he changes your mind. I like him. He seems aggressive.
I didn't see any, like, there were two big catches, right? There was one against Alabama where he caught a touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one where, was he playing against South Carolina?
I don't know.
I think there's two where he didn't jump over anyone, but he went up for the ball.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think
feel like it was those two teams.
I think he has pretty good ball skills.
I don't know, man. I don't see it.
Let's see.
When your comparison is Darren Waller, it's like, oh, just fast.
An elite Darren Waller. Yeah. That's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my phone, guys. I'm looking through the Instagram just to make sure everything's right. Everything's good.
So Atlanta is picking, and it seems that we'll see if it's Kyle Pitts. I bet
it's going to be Kyle Pitts. I would be so surprised otherwise.
They get Penny Sewell or Swell. I forgot how to say his name.
I forget as well. You let me know.
A tight end.
Tight end, it is.
Oh, if he reads a quarterback name, that'd be awkward.
It would be very awkward.
Yeah, that'll be the first time in history that quarterbacks go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the draft. If that actually happens.
There's a couple people that thought that might happen, but
it could, but
to get a backup for Matt Ryan, a replacement.
Yeah, because Matt Ryan's getting a little older.
He's 36.
Yeah. All right. And at the fourth pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you. Yeah. That's how I was gonna go. A lot of people consider him to be like, I wouldn't say like a lock at Hall of Fame, but they talk like it is. Like they keep saying that he's a generational talent. He's the next big thing. This type of player only comes like every 25 years, something like that. Like it's wild the amount of hype there is behind Kyle Pitts that it would be terrible for the kid if he doesn't meet it, to be honest. Like the amount of pressure that is on him is extremely high. So I hope he can do big things in Atlanta. I hope he can. I really hope he can.
Georgia play. Let's see.
Do they have a new coach in Atlanta? I feel like they do, right?
Oh, I don't remember all the coaches that have come through Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they do.
A lot of coaches.
Well. So that's why it's just a solid pick for them in their mindset. It's like, yeah, let's go with the guy that everyone thinks we should get, at least. Number 5. Number 5 is interesting because I've seen with the Bengals, it's either going to be that tackle from Oregon, Penny Sewell. Or Jamar Chase.
Yeah, those are the two.
I'm not sure which I like more there. Originally, I was in favor of going O-line with Penny Sewell. Every time I saw the scar
of
Joe Burrow,
for Cincy?
Yeah, for Cincy. Because every time I saw the scar for Joe Burrow, that since he tore his ACL last year because he just got brutally murdered on a sack. And I was like, yeah, they need to beef up that O-line. Like, they 100% do. That is the smart move. This guy's supposed to be, like, all-pro, multiple years all-pro. So it would make sense to get him. And then I heard someone making the case for Jamar Chase. And the case was the connection they had at LSU was just unreal. Like, they would have routes planned. Like, they would have a play called. And it would break down, bros running around, and Jamar Chase and him are just on the same page. They're just connected. They're reading each other's minds. And Jamar Chase just goes right to where he knows Joe Burrow can throw him the ball, and they can extend the play and they can make it happen. So it's like, man, do you protect Joe Burrow or do you get him a weapon? And I think you get him a weapon because there's a lot of good receivers in this class, but they're all pretty much going in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a really, like, this is a deep O-line class as well. But there's going to be a couple that you could get in the second round. So it's probably they should go Jamar Chase this round, and then with their pick in the second round, they could probably still get a really good offensive tackle as well. So I think that might be the best decision for them. I don't know what your thoughts are, Shad.
For me, I think it's an alignment. I understand the fact that they do need weapons for Joe Burrow, but I think I've always thought protection is more important than your weapons. Depends on your talent as a QB, obviously.
I'm actually going to look something up real quick. I'm going to look something up because this might be really interesting.
Yeah, this kid has a lot of pressure on him because if he doesn't do as well as he does, he's going to go down as one of the biggest busts.
Are you talking about Pitts?
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, bro.
Because this is the highest tight end, highest a tight end has ever been drafted in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think up until this point, like the closest tight end just in general was I think TJ Hawkinson at 12.
All right. So their leading receiver last year, Cincinnati, was T. Higgins.
Yeah.
And their second was Tyler Boyd. Both young guys, both really talented. I mean, T. Higgins almost had 1,000 yards. He had 6 touchdowns, 67 receptions, like solid. But I don't know, man. You throw in Jamar Chase in there, that could be really, really good offensive core. Like that receiver core could be really nasty.
I agree.
Nasty. And then you just get your tackle in the second round.
So yeah, TJ Hawkinson was drafted number 8 in 2019.
Who? I'm sorry?
TJ Hawkinson. I think he's the tight end for Detroit right now.
Yes, he is. I liked him a lot too. I thought he was going to be really good. And he was pretty good. He just went to Detroit.
Yeah.
He just went to Detroit.
You can only do so much there.
Yeah. But really, yeah, as long as I think either way the Bengals go, it's going to be good for them. If they go Jamar Chase, that's a good move. It's a good decision. Beefing up that receiver core. As long as they get an attack on the second round, it's a good decision. With Penny Sewell, if they take him, that's a good decision. Great move. Protect your franchise quarterback. Keep him alive. Don't have him break any more bones or tendons. It's a good decision. And then maybe you get a playmaker in the second round. How many guys have come out in the NFL in the 5th round? Like, how many stars are there coming in the 5th round? Stephon Diggs was a 5th round pick. So it's like, there's value all over in the draft.
Yeah. So yeah, when we come back from this commercial break, which we're on, the Bengals have their pick is in. So we shall see who they have selected. They are not trading it. They were never, I don't even think, considered to trade this pick. I think that would have been insane for them considering what they need. So
dang, Kyle Pitts is also a unanimous All-American.
There's too much pressure on that kid. He either has to be like this year a top 3 tight end, or
I don't know about top 3. I think he's top 5, and I'll be okay.
You think top 5 will be decent enough?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to give him some slack. I think because just him being a rookie, you're going to give him some slack. You have Matt Ryan. I think it's a new coach as well, so it's a whole new scheme for everyone to figure out.
Again,
there's also Julio on that team. I think
Julio and Calvin Ridley.
And Calvin Ridley, that's the other person. So it's like that. He's like they're going to take away from him as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a we'll see type of thing. If the defense still sucks, maybe that means the offense might get more reps with the opposing offense scoring faster. So we'll see. See if maybe that helps them. There's also talk about trading Julio, which would be wild. I don't.
Oh yeah, I saw those too. I saw that too.
I don't like that.
All crazy.
I'm still really big on Julio. Because the argument is that he's he's old and he's being paid a bunch of money, and within the next 2 years, he's gonna fall off. And it's like, all right, I get it, but I'd rather see him fall off, to be honest, at least with that franchise. Unless you're trying to send him somewhere to win a ring, you're trying to do something like that, then okay, cool. But otherwise, like, just write him out. If he wants to be there, at least. If he wants to be there, write him out. If he demands a trade him. Like, do him right. Do him right.
All right. ESPN is pushing that they should pick a O-lineman, but I don't know if they will. We shall see.
We'll see. Either or, I think is a great pick.
They say he was the Cincinnati Bengals are 29th in the pass block.
A lot of people also consider that whoever the Bengals don't pick here between Penny Sewell and Jamar Chase, the Dolphins are going to pick the other. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would have been more if they picked Jamar Chase than Miami pivots to another receiver than anything.
Well, one person does have Jalen Waddle, but I know you're not a big fan of Jalen Waddle.
The punt returner.
# glorified punt returner. If you know, you know. You're a real one if you do. You're a real one if you do. Shirt's coming soon. Not really. Maybe. No. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future.
Oh, that's a wild fan.
What happened?
There's just a wild fan in the seat. Like he like painted his face like orange and black. And he has like a big one of those big foam cowboy hats on.
Oh man.
Looks like Tigger. Looks like redneck Tigger.
Oh, God.
All right. Fifth pick in the 2021 NFL draft. The Bengals select Jamar Chase. Okay, so there goes Jamar.
There you go. So now this gets really interesting.
Yeah, because for the Dolphins. Now Miami might pivot to Devontae. I've seen that. They might pivot to Waddle. They could pivot to Sewell, which yeah. A lot of I could see them pivoting to Sewell because my goodness, that O-line has been never good for so long.
If only we had a Dolphins fan, a diehard Dolphins fan with us.
Yeah.
To talk. R.I.P. Steven. Homie's at work right now doing his day job, technically his night job. Couldn't get off. He tried to get off, but he just couldn't. I'm very upset with the company that he works for. I'm not going to mention their name in case of anything. I don't know. Maybe I could get sued, so I'm not going to say it.
And we don't want defamation.
Yeah, but man, I'm pretty upset. Kind of dirty. It is what it is. You said, too, that was just a manager. That was one manager that just won't let him leave. The other manager is cool with it, but the other one isn't.
Yeah.
And Steven's a hard-working individual, everybody. He goes and clocks in all the time, works as much as he can. It's sad.
All right.
It's sad. The Dolphins pick is it?
No, it's not it yet, but it's just funny to hear you rant about Steven's job and
oh my God.
Jamar Chase was just picked. So it's just very funny. I you know what what I love about this? Those first 3 picks, when everyone starts hugging each other in the draft room, it was impossible for them to do what they did or something. It's
I mean, the odds were against them, man. The odds were against a lot of these guys. They all have crazy stories.
Jacksonville Jaguars selecting Trevor Lawrence at number 1. They all needed a pat on the back for that.
I love
it was really hard to decide.
The little storyline, little conspiracy that people threw out there with Trevor Lawrence, with how he was hyping up Zach Wilson and Justin Fields and Mac Jones and Trey. He was hyping up all of their pro days because he didn't want to go to Jacksonville. He was hoping that him tweeting out all these guys and hyping them up would have them maybe go number 1. But that was
the Dolphins pick is in, so we'll see if
I really want it to be Devontae Smith. I wasted my time talking about Steven's job, but I really want it to be Devontae Smith. I love Devontae Smith.
I want Devontae Smith. I've seen Devontae Smith fall in so many mock drafts.
Yes.
I want the Patriots to trade up and get him. I don't want the Dolphins.
Calm down. I would cry.
I do not want the Dolphins to pick Devontae.
I hope they get Jaylen Waddle. I'll honestly be pissed off. No.
Get the glorified punt returner.
If they take Penny Sewell, I wouldn't be that mad. I'd understand. I'd be like, okay, sure. Yeah. That's fair. I can understand that protecting Tua. Tua has a little bit of a history. So it's all right, yeah, sure, okay. But I really want Devontae Smith. That's what I really, really, really want. I'm scared. I'm very scared right now.
All right.
Bro, there's no one in the chat. This is so sad.
I know.
Alexa, play Despacito. I don't even have an Alexa. I also have an Android, so take that, Apple.
All right, so it'll be a few minutes so they make another pick, or at least announce the pick.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they might have talked to Jamar Chase because he's actually there.
Oh,
they've talked to so like they've talked to Zach Wilson, Kyle Pitts, and I assume they're gonna talk to Jamar Chase because they're all three of them were there today.
Who had the nicest suit?
I don't know. I don't judge suits. I'm not good with that.
Come on, Chad. Come on, just come on. Come on, say it. Give your honest opinion. It's okay. I don't think there's anybody here, so go for it.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if we get big one day and people look back at this, they'll judge your taste, but that's way in the future.
Oh, I hope we're able to like come back to this and like someone either can say that Chive was right about Kyle Pitts being absolutely awful and shouldn't be going in like the top 10 of picks, or people coming back to this and saying Kyle Pitts like prove you wrong, you dummy.
I just hope we get Jaylen Waddle right because that'd be hilarious.
Oh, right.
I feel terrible for the kid. We've talked about Jaylen Waddle enough to have that out there where we don't think he's a great prospect, but God, we hope to be proven wrong. But it'd be really funny for us if it was the case. It would be really funny if that was the case.
Alrighty, are they gonna finally let these people come out and make the pick?
Just keep saying that people have joined us. They said we had 4 viewers at one time, but it didn't show it. I don't know. Well, if you're here, speak in the chat. I will acknowledge you.
Yes, he's the only one that will because I can't see you guys.
You see the draft. I see the chat.
Yeah. Look, it's Mel Kiper.
Hey, Mel Kiper.
It's Mel Kiper.
It's Mel Kiper. Man, I really hope the Dolphins get the.
Is he walking out? I can't tell. This angle. I know. This angle is so weird.
What's the angle?
It's just so weird because you know how they usually walk, like they're in the middle and it's all the way back. For this year, for some reason, they have him coming out like really far out. It's really awkward. It's like I'm gonna say a diamond pickaxe in Minecraft. What? It's like how it's shaped. So like you have your 2 edges that go to like the screens, and then it goes all the way to the front, and he's like walking the pickaxes. All right, 6th pick. 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jaylen Waddle, the glorified punt returner, goes to the Dolphins. The glorified punt returner goes to the Dolphins. Oh no! I hope he proves us all wrong because now this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking for all 3 of us.
I hope Steven does not know. I hope he doesn't find out till later.
I feel bad for Steven.
Poor soul.
Because he agreed with me that this man might be a glorified punt returner. Maybe he's happy. Maybe I don't know. But if he has like if he thinks in any other way in the same way I do, he is not very happy with this. Steven said, let's hope he's not a glorified punt returner.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Wow, they really did.
Oh no.
They really did it. We might also be like the only people in the world that like don't like Jaylen Waddle.
Yeah.
See why he projects as an immediate weapon. We'll see. 2,000 career receiving yards, basically 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he just broke. Like I think he broke his ankle this year. So that's where the whole thing was that he broke his ankle, and him being a speedster was
he broke his ankle, but he tried to play on it. That shows he's a gamer. That shows he has heart. That shows that he's willing
to play on an injury.
That's okay. This is the NFL, man. This is for real men. This isn't for boys.
Wow, the Lions pick came in like that. The Lions
Oh,
pick
the
is
Lions.
already in.
There was a lot of talk that the Lions were going to end up trading back.
Yeah.
With like the Eagles or have the Broncos here, the Chargers. I think the Patriots were also in talks with the Lions.
Yeah.
They were supposed to take Jaylen Waddle.
Update on Steven. He doesn't know how he feels about that pick.
He's crying on the inside. He just doesn't want to say it.
He's 50-50 right now.
No,
he's just
crying.
hoping that it's not a glorified punt returner.
He's crying. What a brave guy. What a brave guy. Yeah, for the Lions, they have either receivers, so maybe they take Devontae Smith.
They could take Devontae.
They could also take a tackle. Could also take Penny.
True.
That wouldn't be bad since they have Jared
Goff.
Wow,
actually.
But yeah. I think they would probably go receiver because I remember I was looking up earlier their receiving core. They have freaking nobody in their
receiving they don't have anyone, so they'll probably go receiver
They'll probably go Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Dang. Calvin Johnson part 2.
Well, no, because so many people right now are thinking that DK is better than Calvin Johnson.
Those people don't know what they're talking about. Those are the 12-year-olds in middle school.
Sheesh. God.
We just lost everybody. If we had viewers, they were gone.
Deservedly so for saying that.
If you're here, say "shee" in the chat. Oh my goodness.
I will be amazed if the Lions don't pick. If Devontae Smith at this point falls out of the top 10 picks, I will be surprised.
Is Marvin Jones still in the Lions? I don't think so, right? He was their leading receiver.
He's not.
Neither is Danny Amendola, who I think was their second leading receiver.
Yeah, because Kenny Golladay got hurt this year.
It was technically TJ Hawkinson who was their second, and he's a tight end. And then their fourth was DeAndre Swift, their running back, who had 300 yards. That is horrendous. Jeez, poor Matthew Stafford. Rip Jared Goff. Yeah, they have to be going Devontae Smith. If they go O-line, they are crazy. Yeah, they need a weapon out there. Especially to even just show what Jared Goff is capable of. Because how are you going to properly evaluate that guy if there's no talent around him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Chad, can you check the stream just to make sure it's still running well for me, please?
Will do.
I appreciate it. I don't think they go defense. Yeah, they have to be going receiver and they have to be going
yeah, it's fine.
Devontae Smith. They have to. Fire, thank you. Yeah, I can't imagine they do anything else. They take the tackles, all right, good pick, but that is not what you needed. That is not what I think you needed.
Yeah, actually, this is actually moving pretty quickly. I thought this was going to be a lot slower than it is.
And I think if the Lions don't take Penny and the Panthers keep their pick, because there's a lot of talk of the Panthers trading their pick as well to the Patriots. If the Panthers keep their pick, I'd imagine they would take Penny 100% to protect Sam Darnold and give him some hope. Because they have pretty decent receivers over there. They have a decent little core. And they have Christian McCaffrey as well, so that would help him as well. You help the O-line. That would be awesome. Yeah, hopefully, let's see what the Lions do. The Lions pick is already in, you said, right?
Yeah, it's already in, but obviously they have to do all the filler to give everybody time to talk.
All the filler.
And again, it's so hard to tell if Roger Goodell, because the camera angle, there's a part where he's supposed to come out of, but it's aligned, so I can't tell if anybody's moving towards or moving back to where they are. The depth perception's really awful because it's obviously focused on the analysts.
Gotcha. I'm going to move this around so I can see you a little bit better. I can still see the chat. That's good. Oh, man. I'm excited for my boy JC Horn. He's supposed to go in 10, 11, or 12, really, is where he seems like he's supposed to go.
To the Cowboys.
A lot of people have him going to the Cowboys. Either him or Patrick Surtain. But freaking Jerry Jones was like, we're going to do something unconventional. We'll see how that goes.
Alrighty. With the 7th pick in the NFL draft.
Please don't be Devontae Smith. It should be, but
the Lions select Penei Sewell. Oh, so Dan Campbell goes O-line.
Oh, that makes sense for Dan Campbell, but what a weird pick for the Lions.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
That is.
Oh man,
that is awkward. Because they do not have weapons.
They don't, and they could have taken a tackle later on.
I don't. Maybe they think this draft is deep enough where they don't have to draft a weapon right now. But I would say getting Devontae Smith is so worth it right here. But oh man,
wow, I don't even know anymore. Do the Panthers go for Devontae Smith?
no, there's no reason for them to. They have DJ Moore, they have Christian, and then I think they have one more guy. I just can't remember his name right now.
Like Devontae Smith would be better than all those guys, though. It's like, why not just add more weapons then?
They have Robbie Anderson, who's quick. I'm pretty sure. I think he got traded there.
A lot of the mock drafts I'm looking at had one guy had Patrick Surtain, cornerback from Alabama. Patrick Surtain, the second, going to the Panthers. A lot of them had O linemen going. Had Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle from Northwestern.
Oh, that's right. Rashawn Slater. I forgot about that.
One mock had. Man, I'm so sorry, man. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna go with Elijah or Elijah Vera Tucker, offensive lineman from USC.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Also, the Panthers trading to the Patriots for Justin Fields. So
we shall see. Their pick is not in. They have 2 minutes left on the clock.
So there might be a little bit of tradesies going on with Bill.
Yeah, they might actually be talking to people. Okay, so the Detroit Lions look like they really wanted Penny Sewell. Like they are ecstatic that he fell to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, people were saying that he was going to be like a stud. Like he's a lock. He's like he's supposed to be Tristan, amazing.
Yeah, it feels like Tristan Wirfs last year.
Yeah, like this is going to be their franchise guy. Like he is going to be on that O line for as long as they can keep him, which I guess is good. Like you can't underrate O linemen, but it's like you're really banking on your scouting department to have done a good enough job to find value in other places to help the guy that you just traded for in Jared Goff.
Yeah. Like if you think about it, last year's draft, Tristan Wirfs was the best O lineman. He came out of that, and he was the best rookie O lineman out of everyone. But the second best was Michael Onwenu, who's on the Patriots and went in like the 6th round, maybe the 7th.
Yeah. But you just got to bank. Yeah, I guess they're just banking on their talent. Or it could just be that they went into this draft saying it's like, hey, we need help everywhere, so we're just going to take the best player available.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't really care about Jared Goff. We have him for 2 more years, I think is what it is. Or 4 more years? 4 more years? 2 more years?
2. I will go 2. I want to say 2.
At least 2 more years.
Yeah, I would say 2.
So it's like, we'll just take the best players. We'll build the best team that we can with the best players we can get. And we'll just see if we think Jared Goff is good. We'll keep him around. And if not, then at least we'll bring somebody in that'll not have all these toys around them. And that guy's going to be their guy, then the next quarterback. So I guess we'll see how that plays. Well, yeah, wow, what a weird move. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you definitely want to beef up your O-line, but dang, I think they should have gotten a receiver. Yeah, they think they needed weapons. That would have been a little bit better.
All right, so Carolina does not trade their pick. They have a pick.
I wonder who they take.
They are picking
O-line or what do they do?
Rashawn Slater right here after Penny Sewell. I think that would be awkward.
Maybe.
I know that they were predicted to do that. It's just not in like that quickly. But
I feel like that's what they should do.
Devontae.
I feel like that's what they should do.
I agree. I definitely agree. They should definitely grab an offensive lineman here.
Because that might be the weakest part of their offense, especially. It's either that or you go Justin Fields. Not Justin Fields. You either do that or you go Devontae Smith. It'd be weird if they did Justin Fields.
I think did they have a defensive player going to them? Like a Micah Parsons or a J.C. Horn or no?
One of the
mock any drafts, of the mocks.
One of them have Patrick Surtain going to them, the cornerback.
Okay.
But I don't know about that. That was Daniel Jeremiah from NFL.
Gotcha.
Network. Most people had him trading the pick. Then 2 others have him taking the offensive lineman.
Yeah, for all the trade talk that was going on before this draft, I am amazed that there hasn't been one trade yet.
Honestly, that's how it always goes. I feel like not enough trades happen that are planned. So we'll see. We'll see. Man, I'm so curious to see the Panthers take.
Dang, we're almost out of the top 10, and they only started like maybe at 8:15 with like actually announcing picks.
Yeah.
I'm actually amazed.
It's gonna be a long night still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I should post on the story. Dang. If you're not following us on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing, people. I don't know what you're doing. We're getting back on it. The Instagram is gonna be thriving once more. At the _off_hand. Check us out.
Are you gonna eat during this? Because God, I can't imagine you can't eat during this.
I'm not going to.
Oh, you're not?
I didn't eat before either.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a struggle to get this going. So, I'm fighting through for you guys. I'm fighting through. There we go. Post it on the story now. Just confirm it. Oh, man. There's some talk that the Broncos might go quarterback as well.
Yeah, a lot of people had the Broncos picking a quarterback. All right, so here it comes. Panthers pick. Okay. With the 8th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select J.C. Horn. There you go.
Hey, my boy!
There you go. He went to the Panthers. He went higher than a lot of people had him.
Give me a second. Let me grab the mic real quick. J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn is a stud. The guy is going to be an elite cornerback. He is going to be one of the better cornerbacks in the league in the future. He might win Defensive Rookie of the Year, if I'm being completely honest. The guy is a stud. I didn't have a comp beforehand, but when I was listening to a couple people talking about it, and as soon as I heard, I was like, yes, that's a good comp. Jalen Ramsey, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. I think that J.C. Horn is very similar with his aggressive play style. He is not a walking pass interference, as some people think, or a walking flag. He is not. He is a stud, aggressive cornerback, and shout out to the Panthers for going after him. They probably needed help on the defense, especially in the secondary, and he is going to put in work for them. And you also can't forget that Matt Rule, the new-ish head coach for the Panthers, he worked at Baylor, and he had his pulse on college football, so he knew about a lot of these guys going in this year's draft. So the fact that he took J.C. Horn so early, I think, is a testament to how good he is, especially with Matt Rule being a defensive coach.
Mm.
Oh my God.
That's actually a surprising pick. Like, I am actually very surprised that happened there.
Wow. Man, that's awesome.
I will say that is probably the most surprising pick in this draft right now.
That will probably be the most surprising pick in the draft, to be honest.
No.
I don't think it's going to get much crazier than that.
It could get crazier. You never know. The Packers could trade Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that would be pretty wild. That would be pretty nuts. So Broncos on the clock. There was a lot of talk about the Broncos possibly trading their pick, but a lot of people haven't taken quarterbacks. So probably Mac Jones, either Mac Jones or Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's only them two.
A lot of people had Trey Lance going here because had Mac Jones going to the Niners. So it's just imagine it'd be flipped. So we'll see how that goes if they don't trade it to the Pats. There's a lot of talk about the Patriots
trading.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Leaping forward in this draft, which they've never really done.
It's not at this point. It looks like it's not going to happen.
If it doesn't,
there's no point.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen at this pick, I don't think it's happening.
Yeah. If it doesn't happen at 9, the Patriots are picking at 15 and hoping someone falls to them.
Yeah, and the Patriots are in good position with the 15th pick. They could get a lot of talent. They could get Devontae Smith at this rate. Jesus, I'd be so mad.
No. A lot of people have Devontae Smith going to the Eagles. Sadly.
Devontae Smith goes to the Eagles. I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah. So many people have him going to the Eagles, and it upsets me that he might.
Yeah, because I love Jalen Hurts, but the fact that the Eagles don't know if he's their guy makes me so upset because it is so clear that he should be their guy. It's ridiculous. Like, the whole locker room seems to be behind him, but it's just the coaching staff and management that's like, I don't know. And it's like, bro, oh my God. Like, come on. The guy is talented. He's a leader. The guy's going to be in his second year, and he already has a grasp on the locker room? Like, dude, that's so rare. Let the man be. Let him play.
That he's so young and that he's already seems like the leader in the locker room.
The type of character you have to have as an individual to be able to lead like veterans and veterans be okay with it, that they respect you enough. It's like, dude, let the man play. Like, support him. But yeah, the Broncos probably... it really depends, right, on like how they feel about Drew Lock. Because I guess if they like Drew Lock, then they probably go either O-line and they take that guy,
Rashawn Slater.
Rashawn Slater. They probably take him. But if they don't like Drew Lock, then they probably go quarterback and they take Mac Jones or Justin Fields. Either or. I like Justin Fields more, but
I have no opinions on any of the quarterbacks in this draft.
I have minor opinions. Because I haven't seen enough film on all of them. But just what I hear about Justin Fields is like, and kind of a little bit of what I saw in that national championship game was like, the dude really is a fighter. The dude really is a playmaker. So it's like, yeah, I would not mind him like leading my team. Little Jalen Hurts-esque in that manner is what he reminds me of with character. Just tough as nails, keeps fighting, super athletic. I don't really like that mold either of like athletic quarterbacks because it can be their downfall at times. Some coaches don't know how to scheme around it, and they end up making it the focal point of the offense instead of a like complement to the offense. And some guys just can't throw either. But Justin Fields, I think, can. Justin Fields, I think.
Oh my goodness, Mac Jones! Why did you have to look like that when they switched to you?
What does he look like?
It was like it's like this. His eyes were like, oh my goodness! He's like
half asleep.
Like he looks like a nerdy kid trying to like he doesn't have his glasses on and he's squinting to see.
Dang.
It's like don't stop.
So what is he wearing?
A suit. I don't know, dude.
Explain the suit to
me. He could be wearing. He could be wearing.
Are there patterns on the suit? Is it just?
He could be wearing his football uniform. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. He was wearing his football uniform. Wow, what dedication! What dedication!
Oh, yeah, man. Crazy thing. I don't care about their clothing.
I don't know. Sometimes guys wear really funny suits. I like it.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so Denver is picking.
Let's see.
Their pick has just come in.
I keep meaning to check Adam Schefter on Twitter, but I keep forgetting.
All right, the Broncos pick is in. I can only hope that the Patriots get Devontae Smith.
I'll cry. I will cry live. I'll do it. Don't test me, Bill. Don't test me.
Bro, dude, no one knew Tom Brady coming out of Michigan. That's why he went in the 6th round. It's funny. Apparently, a lot of people like today to like post the picture of Tom Brady's draft picture where he looks like so.
Every year. It's like a tradition at this point, man.
It's so unathletic looking.
Dude, homie really looks like the guy they pulled from outside of the office, just some random guy in the street. They just brought him in. It's like, this is what the average person looks like, and they're just to compare him to like an actual like NFL player, just to show you the difference. It's like something like that. It's like, dude.
Alrighty, Roger Goodell is walking out.
I'm so curious. Imagine it's like Devontae Smith.
All right. With the 9th pick in the 2021 NFL draft.
No way.
Pat Surtain to the Broncos. Wow.
Tribes, is your thing delayed? I'm just curious.
It might be delayed.
I think it is delayed.
It has to be delayed. If you already know what happened, then
yeah, because I get a notification on ESPN. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Patrick Surtain II, 2020 SEC Defensive Player of the Year. His father was a pro. Wow, wild Broncos.
I feel like my thing has to be delayed. Maybe the delay that they have.
Maybe
because like even with like Bleacher Report, the Bleacher Report things have been like after I've said them.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe ESPN's just on it. Maybe ESPN's just on it.
Wow, Patrick Surtain. Okay, so what do the Cowboys do here? Actually,
yo, hear me out. Justin Fields. That'd be wild. Oh my god, people would lose their mind. People would lose their absolute mind for good reason. You don't think they take Devontae Smith, right?
Dude, I would hope not. That would be such a crowded field of people.
Right?
I would hope.
Please.
I can only hope. I hope they take like Micah Parsons.
That makes the most sense, I think. Wow, they really needed a cornerback too. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Denver?
No, Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys. Yeah, they were talking about getting a corner in.
Yeah, it was either J.C. Horn or Surtain. Like this is where one of them were gonna come. Like they were gonna be the first like defensive player off the board. One of these two guys at this pick at 10.
Dang.
So the fact that the Panthers took J.C. Horn and then the Broncos right after took Surtain is wild.
And hey, that also means that the Broncos are betting on Drew Lock.
Yes.
I just realized that does mean
that. That 100% means that they are betting on Drew Lock he was injured last year again, I think.
Yeah, he was.
So they're just hoping that he comes back, he plays well. They have a really good receiving core. I think they have a decent O-line. They have good tight ends. Like that offense is pretty set, so it made sense for them to go defense with believing in Drew Lock. But man, I think they could have gone O-line just to protect him a little bit more since he does have a little bit of an injury history. I think that would have been a little bit better than going corner, but I guess they want to beef up their defense. They like their defense being sturdy and strong. See how that goes. Wow. Cowboys, what do you do? Wow, this is actually a mixed bag. Oh, no, it's Giants. Yeah, the Giants was a mixed bag on these mock drafts that I have here. So I imagine they have to go. I think the smart move would be Micah Parsons. He's a really good linebacker. Supposed to be the first linebacker.
You want to know what Mac Jones is wearing? He's wearing like a blue suit with a blue tie and a white shirt.
Is it the same blue, the tie and the shirt?
No.
How different is it? It's like a light blue tie?
The tie is like navy blue.
Okay.
And then I guess it's, I want to say it's a light blue, but it's like a gray blue. I don't know.
That does not sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how.
Sound like a good suit.
I don't know how these people do this.
I get you though. I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I think it looks that good then. Wow! Chad, you were right. That might be the second craziest thing though. I think the Broncos going corner.
Yeah.
That actually might be crazier than the Panthers going corner with J.C. Horn. That might actually be a little bit crazier. Because it's like what you said. That's a testament to them saying that they're like, yo, Drew Lock is our guy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if you have to quarterback in the second round, that'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, if they get Kyle Trask in the second round, maybe.
Man, that'd be really weird because I think you'd want one of these top 5 guys of Fields or Jones.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see. So Dallas. Oh.
They don't trade it.
Oh.
No way.
Oh my goodness! The Eagles have traded to the 10th pick. They did not trade their 12th pick. They still have their 12th pick. At least it seems like that. I'm not 100%.
No way! How did they do that?
They are 10th and 12th. This is very surprising.
What was the trade?
I have no idea. It was from the Cowboys. The Cowboys traded down, I guess. But they must. Did they? Right now, ESPN has it 10 Philly, 11 Jets, 12 Philly. So unless that 12 Philly changes to a 12 Cowboy, did the Cowboys actually drop out of the first round? That would be surprising.
No way.
I would be so surprised if the Cowboys. Wow. If they dropped out of the first round this year, they must have gotten 2 first-round picks for the next year and the year after.
For sure.
Because there's no way you trade out of this first round at top 10.
No, definitely not. There's so much talent on the board.
Cow.
But like, I could understand if they went down to like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, but
like if they
right now they do not have it is still the Eagles at 12. I'm gonna check right now. No, okay, so they did trade. No, all right. Okay, thank God. It is the Cowboys are now the 12th pick. They only traded down 2 picks. So I wonder what they got in that, because they must have gotten something. I wonder, the Eagles must be going to Devontae. They must have been scared. I will be surprised if the Eagles don't go Devontae, just by how much people were talking up that the Eagles.
Yeah, they 100% have to be. I think that sucks. Yeah, Adam Schefter said Dallas traded number 10 to Philly for its 1 and 3rd round pick. So I'd imagine the 6. What is ESPN saying here? Yeah, for the 12th pick and the 3rd round selection. So they're 12th and they're 3rd. Okay, yeah. So they're still in the first round. They're still in the first round.
Yeah, definitely. No. Yeah, that's 100%
that was scary.
Confirmed.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. Because they weren't changing the logo, but I finally saw it at the bottom, like them flipping through. So yes,
and just
the Cowboys are still here.
To get some cool insight with that, Schefter tweeted out, with cornerbacks Kyle Fuller and Bryce Callahan, both really good corners, on contracts that expire after 2021 season. Denver drafts cornerback Patrick Surtain II. So that's why they did it. They're gonna have a really good secondary. Wow, they're gonna have a really good secondary this season, at least, with Fuller, Callahan, and Surtain. Wow, Jerry really traded. And that's also interesting, too, because usually the rule of thumb is you don't trade within your division.
And, yeah, that's a weird trade. And it was only for a 3rd round pick, basically.
Essentially, just to add a 3rd round pick, yeah.
That's awkward.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because you're only going down two picks. Like, I think that's pretty reasonable. But that's not consistent with what we've seen before. Like, you're right for that.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, the
Eagles were 100% going Devontae Smith. There's no way you could tell me otherwise. No way you could tell me otherwise.
That's true. They went from 6 to 10. Did they get anything?
With what?
From the Dolphins?
Who?
The Eagles when they traded for the 6th pick?
I don't remember.
All right, guys. I want to see Roger Goodell give out this pick because the pick is in for the Eagles.
Yeah, it has to be Devontae Smith. I still don't know who the Cowboys are going to take. I guess they're just plotting. They're just going to see who's available when they get there.
That makes me think that they just don't like anyone this early and they don't want to reach.
Yeah, but they're only going down 2 picks, so.
Yeah, but they could trade down again. Because from going to 10 to 12, I don't think the pay cut can be that much.
No, it's not.
So not. I feel like in this scenario, it feels like they're gonna try to trade down again. If they don't, then I don't know why they wouldn't just pick at 10. They got a 3rd round pick out of it. I don't think that would be very worth it.
I'm gonna look something up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. God, I have like a tickle in my throat. It's so annoying. Season.
It is true. The NFC East is picking.
Yeah.
Basically.
The next 3 picks.
Okay. The Eagles with the 10th pick in the 2021 NFL draft
What is it?
Devontae Smith. There you go. Okay. So I guess they thought the Giants might take him?
Yeah. Yeah, some people thought that they were going to go receiver.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because that was the only team between them and Dallas. So
man, oh man. What were the Eagles last year in passing yards?
they couldn't have been that good because they switched out.
They are low on this list. They were 28th out of 32, ladies and gentlemen.
That is not good.
Not good at all. So hopefully Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts could make that work. Hopefully they can make that work. But I would have been so mad if they drafted a quarterback right there.
Oh my goodness, imagine.
Oh my goodness, I would have fought. I would have drove myself to Philly and just fought, even though I live so far south. Oh my god. I'm upset just about it. Hey, you know who was 29th in offense in passing yards?
The Patriots?
The Giants.
Oh.
That's topical.
So, there you go.
Yeah, so that's pretty wild.
I'm amazed Dallas didn't ask for more.
Yeah.
That's actually surprising.
The Giants want. I don't know who the Giants go with. I feel like the Giants they have a pretty decent defense, right? I feel like they do.
I think their defense was fine. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I feel like that too.
They could go Rashawn Slater now.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they go O-line, they take Slater just to help, especially with bringing Saquon back. I feel like just adding some protection would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying, though, that Slater should be drafted, like, for the longest time. Like, the fact that he's still on the board is pretty wild. He's a really good prospect, especially at this value. Team defense.
I feel like at this point, it feels like oh, wow, I just realized.
What up?
Like, it would be insane for the Giants to do this because that'd mean they're totally out on Daniel Jones. But if the Giants draft a QB, like, geez.
That would be wild. You could say that's in the deck, but I don't think that's happening. The Giants also had a top 10 defense last season.
Do you remember who's pick 14?
Yeah,
who's
right now.
The Vikings, right?
Vikings. They're supposed to go defense. They're either taking Jaylen Phillips or Kwity Paye.
Wow, so Mac Jones or Justin Fields is definitely falling to the Patriots.
Yeah.
If they feel like taking one of them, they can take one of them. Because Dallas... Oh, what? What?
What happening?
Oh, my goodness. The Giants have traded their pick.
No way.
To the Bears.
The Bears are going quarterback. The Bears are going quarterback.
No.
100%.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're going
to... They have freaking Andy Dalton over there. Yeah. Dang, can you imagine Andy Dalton and you're seeing that happen? Oh, my God.
No.
Which is it? Is it Mac Jones?
Oh, we'll see. Their pick is not in yet, but...
I kind of hope it's Mac Jones. I don't want it to be Justin Fields. I feel like I'd rather see Justin Fields on the Patriots. I feel like that would just work more with him being a villain. I feel like that'd just be cool. Mac Jones going to the Bears gives me like an eerie vibe of Mitchell Trubisky, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, it really gives me that vibe. And the more I think about it, the more it just makes me feel like the Bears are going to draft him. Oh, man. That's crazy. I was just going to say, too, it's like, unless the Bears trade up and then they take a quarterback for the Pats can. And it just happens.
Well, right now, it does not look like it's Mac Jones because they have a camera on Mac Jones, and Mac Jones keeps looking down at his phone. Yeah, he's just like,
no.
He's like, oh, man. I don't know whose home they're showing right now. I can only assume it's someone's home.
It'd be funny
it's Justin Fields' home, and no one was on the couch. No one was where they were supposed to be, and they were all told to get back on the couch. They are all scrambling to get on the couch again.
That is so funny.
All right, the Bears pick is in.
No, I don't want the Bears to say Justin Fields. I like Justin Fields a lot. I don't want to go into the Bears. I don't trust the Bears.
The Bears pick is in. I think the Bears might have drafted him because everybody was off camera for the Justin Fields family.
No.
They were not in the room. They were.
No.
I think they were pushed back into the room.
Child, don't tell me this.
Mac Jones was just looking up and down. Justin Fields was not on camera. None of his family was on camera. No one was on the couch.
I'm so mad.
I think the Bears just selected Justin Fields.
I'm so mad.
We shall see. The pick is in, though. They have made it official. This is the one thing I don't like about people being at home for the draft is that we don't get to see them live.
Yeah.
Get that phone call. They can actually step away, which is very annoying.
The Giants got the 20th pick, a 5th-round pick, and a 2022 first and 4th-round pick. Wow!
Wow, they got a first-rounder? Wow.
They got the first round this year. They got a first round next year, a 4th and a 5th.
Wow.
4th next year, 5th this year.
Wow, that is actually crazy.
Yeah, the Cowboys 100% could have gotten more.
Oh, my goodness.
Not a lot more because it was only 2 picks. This was like a 9-pick difference, so that makes more sense. But that is such a bigger haul than like a 3rd-round pick. Cowboys definitely could have gotten more. Jerry Jones just accepted the first offer that came in, I guess. The Bears also gave up a lot for Mitchell Trubisky when that happened.
I remember.
So that might be a repeat. Too late.
Alrighty. Here it comes.
I'm waiting for the notification on ESPN. I'm so nervous. It doesn't affect me in any way. Well, I'm a Packers fan.
Are they talking about COVID?
Affect me. What? Well, out of pocket, but okay.
Okay, I'm not going to comment on any of this because
this
is a sports show.
I don't even know what's being said, but yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's whatever. God, I just want to know if Justin Fields is going to the Bears.
Yeah, he's reading off a bunch of stuff right now, so it's like...
I want to know if I need to be angry.
Just don't look at your notifications yet.
No, I do. That's why I want to know. Schefter.
No.
What inside trade do you have? What insight do you have, man? Oh my God, please.
Okay, guy. I want the draft pick.
Insane.
Okay, some guy.
What a haul for
some guy is making a draft pick for the Bears.
Quarterback still on board. Everyone to trade up.
With the 11th pick in the 2021 NFL draft, the
Bears select
Justin Fields. I told you he was off camera.
I know.
No one was on the couch.
Now that means Mac Jones is going to the Patriots, buddy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. That's what that means now.
Well, like I wanted Devontae Smith, so my pick is already gone. Like my wanting pick is already gone. So we shall see.
I also want the record to show that all these mock drafts have just been like completely destroyed.
Yeah,
like completely obliterated.
Yeah, that's why none of us like mock drafts because they're usually not even close.
All the players have been selected within the top 10 or top 11 picks, rather.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's been accurate, like where these people have been slotted, except for Rashawn Slater. He's fallen a lot farther. He's been sliding in reality.
He'll probably go in the next 2 picks. Probably not to Dallas, but maybe the Chargers or Minnesota.
I think the Chargers 100% take him. I imagine the Chargers 100% take him. Protect Justin Herbert, right?
Yeah.
Protect the investment you just got. That makes the most sense to me. I'm going to go grab a tissue real quick. I will be right back, friend. I will be right back. Hopefully I do not knock anything. I have quite a setup here, guys. You have no idea what I have going on over here. This is wild.
So Dallas is back on the clock. We shall see if they trade down again or if they actually make a pick.
Let me see what Shefty said. He just said Bears take ... Justin Fields ... Giants GM Dave Gettleman traded back for the first time in 9 NFL drafts and got a haul from Chicago. Gettleman said he hadn't traded back in 8 NFL drafts because he refuses to get fleeced. And he quoted fleeced.
Goodness.
So Dave Gettleman said the word fleeced.
Oh my goodness. That's a terrifying thing for a GM to say.
That's not bad, though. It's not a bad haul for the Giants. All right, I'll be right back. Try to talk to the people. Talk to the people. Let them know your thoughts on the next decision that the San Diego.
No, it's the Cowboys right now.
San Diego.
LA.
LA. The Cowboys. Let them know what you think about the Cowboys.
All right. So I definitely think the Cowboys definitely need something on defense. Their offense is fine. Do they really need an O-lineman in Rashawn Slater? I don't think they do. Maybe they do. I'm not 100% sure how good Rashawn Slater is in the run because I know Dallas had a hard time running the ball with Ezek, even though I'm pretty sure he was a top 10 running back this year still, if he didn't get hurt. Yeah, I assume it's going to be a defensive player. If it's defense, it's probably going to be Micah Parsons.
Keep talking, Chive. You're doing great.
We shall see. Pick is still not in, which is very funny considering that they had time to do this 2 picks ago. So I assume they want to trade back. I assume they don't want to be here.
You think the Cowboys are going to trade back again?
Yeah, because
you think Jerry Jones took that last trade by the Giants personal?
There we go. No. The pick is in. The pick is in.
Why didn't anybody tell me we could have got a first-round pick next year, too?
All right, the pick is in.
It's better. I don't know who the Cowboys take. I don't know who the Cowboys take. What a chef these days. Andy Dalton chose Chicago, and Chicago chose Justin Fields. Dalton stays, and Bears also have Nick Foles. Oh my God, that's right. They also have Nick Foles, who has $9 million guaranteed for this season.
Oh my goodness.
I hate the Bears.
The Bears.
The
Bears. Oh man. All right, the Cowboys pick is in. I don't know if Roger Goodell is walking. Please don't go to a commercial break.
Oh, that'd be messed up.
The pick has been in for more than like a minute. Again, the Cowboys are either going someone on defense or Rashawn Slater. It is either Rashawn Slater or a defensive player.
I thought they were probably taking Micah Parsons.
You think they're going to take Micah Parsons?
Micah, yeah.
Or Micah? Is it Micah?
Parsons.
It might be Micah.
Parsons.
Mr. Parsons.
Mr. Parsons. Or Jaylen Phillips. They want to go edge. That wouldn't be a bad pickup either. I'd imagine they go defense. I don't think they go line.
We shall see.
I don't think they go O-line. That'd be weird, I think.
All right, Goodell is almost at podium. Wow, Roger Goodell just disrespected that Cowboys fan.
Good.
That Cowboys fan was like the one person that didn't get like a handshake.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Who's this person?
He did that as a personal statement.
I think we're getting another spiel.
The spiel? Another spiel. What pick is this again? This is the 12th pick then.
12th, yeah.
So apparently there are people in here. Concurrent viewers, 2. Let's go. We got 2 people. 2 really cool, awesome people that we care about a lot and love very deeply. Without you 2 people, this show could not go on.
Yeah, I don't know who's watching us, but thank you.
Consul's watching, and I would assume KK.
Thank you.
I'm assuming those are the 2 people watching.
Alrighty.
If one of them was Steven, that'd be really funny.
That'd be funny.
That'd be great.
Alrighty.
Yeah, they have going defense.
Yeah, you're not going to go to a Super Bowl, because the Cowboys always feel like they're going to go to one, but never do.
Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl every year until they don't. That's how it goes.
Micah Parsons, there you go. Micah Parsons.
Your hair looks fabulous. Thanks, KK. I appreciate it. My hair's been wild.
So it's Micah Parsons going to the Cowboys.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, no. It's Micah Parsons going to the Cowboys.
Oh, snap. Last season, first round. Dang.
All right, so the Chargers are on the clock.
Good for Micah Parsons. Yeah, let me look. I don't think the Cowboys have very good linebackers, especially since they lost Sean Lee. Sean Lee retired.
Do they might have Van Der Esch still.
They do, but I think that's it. True. No, they have another guy they drafted a while ago that I like a lot as well. I forgot what his name is though. I think it's Jaylen. I think it starts with Jaylen. Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what the Chargers are gonna do. Chargers, I imagine they take the O lineman.
Yep.
They have to, just to protect Herbert.
And Herbert had a good season last year with his O line.
He did. Might as well enhance it more, or you go defense and you take Jaylen Phillips. But yeah, I think pretty sure they have a good D line as well. Jalen Smith, that's the other linebacker they have.
Gotcha.
Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch. And Anthony Brown, I don't know. He's a corner, I think it says here. Yeah, so I imagine they're getting him as a replacement for Sean Lee since he didn't really do much. Yeah, that makes sense. They really wanted a corner, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they really wanted a corner. Let me see if I can find the stat real quick. Because I'm curious.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Goodell had to carry Micah Parsons for a second.
Oh. He might not look that strong, but Goodell got some muscle on him. He built different, He built different.
Yeah, he can handle himself with the humans that are much bigger than he is. He did. Who was it? I think it was Christian Wilkins who literally jumped on top of him.
Yeah, I remember that. That was just the thing I was thinking. I can remember his name.
He just he's gonna shoulder bump him, and Goodell did not go for it.
Bodied Roger Goodell. Bro, how do I always lose this stat?
All right, so we'll have a little speech from Micah Parsons because he's actually there.
That's good. That's nice.
The Chargers still have not picked.
Bro, how do I always fail to find the stat about pressure? It always takes me forever to find it. No, that. In the chat. Oh, my bad. Dolphins going next year. Hopefully Chargers draft LiAngelo or LeVar. I mean, they could get LeVar. LeVar wouldn't be bad. Put him there at right tackle. Show what's up. You know who LeVar is, right, Child?
LeVar Ball.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
He'd be a good old lineman, I'd imagine. Probably a better D lineman, at least with all the crap he talks. Probably make more sense. I always lose this stat. Let me see if I can find it here. See if I can find one of our other videos. How much time is left for the Chargers?
2 minutes.
Yeah, I imagine they go O-line. Or they go...
How's there 70% chances of what they think the Minnesota Vikings will take Mac Jones? That'd be an insane thing to do.
That would be pretty wild if that was the case.
Yeah, because apparently right now Mac Jones is apparently only 70% like there's a chance that he's going to be available at 15 and we're on 13. So the only team that's going to pick him is Minnesota.
That's weird.
Which is absolutely awkward.
I wouldn't think they needed a quarterback because they have Kirk Cousins.
All right. When these people come back from commercial break, the Chargers have called in their pick. And it is very evidently not Mac Jones because they do have Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that would be really weird. I'm kind of surprised they didn't trade back either, to be honest. I feel like they would be a team that would 100% take advantage of that. 100% take advantage of something like that. Oh, where's the stat? Bro, if I don't find it before this pick, I'm going to be upset.
That would have been bad.
Let me see.
I feel like the Patriots might just trade back, which would be just funny.
That would be really weird.
It's, I don't know.
There we go, finally. Wait, maybe not. Advanced defense. Passing defense. Oh, I wanted. Oh, I really cannot find this stat. This is wild. This is incredible. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do. Would it make sense for them to go for a receiver? That'd be weird. And I just don't, in this range, everything feels like it's either an edge rusher or the O-lineman just makes logical sense. A couple people had them taking the O-lineman from USC, O-lineman from Virginia Tech. Another guy had him taking Jaylen Waddle, but we know where he went. Pain. And the other two had him trading. So I don't think they need an edge rusher either. That wouldn't make sense. Let me see passing defense. How many yards did they give up?
Oh, that's right. Their defense was not good this year.
No, their defense.
The Chargers? The Chargers was like Justin Herbert was keeping them in games, like for most of the season.
Solid. They were 9
really?
yards allowed. They were 9th in yards allowed. Let me see your touchdowns. In touchdowns. Ooh. Hold up. Oh, yikes. Where are they? Oh, wow. How they manage this? How are they 9th in yards allowed? Like, best. But they were... Oh, wait, no. Did I read this wrong? No. Oh, this flipped it. That's why. I was like, wait a second. Let's figure the Chargers. Chargers. They were 11th in touchdowns. That's weird. They didn't allow a lot of yards, but they allowed a lot of touchdowns. That's field positioning then. That's field positioning.
Man.
They have a bad punter? Yeah, they're drafting a punter here.
Oh my goodness, imagine.
Yo, that'd be wild.
Highest drafted punter ever.
Bro, for real. Jeez, what a guy. He'd be remembered for forever if that was the case. How were they in the run? Yeah, they could have used the corner. That's kind of what it feels like. They could have definitely used the corner. Really average.
All right. Was Justin Herbert in that room? All right. 13th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. The Chargers select Rashawn Slater. There you go.
O-lineman. Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sense. You'd be up that
perfectly obvious.
That's why we weren't talking that much, guys, because it just made sense. I was trying to find a case for defense, but it was not there.
All right, now Minnesota's on the board.
Minnesota,
apparently
it seems like it's Jaylen Phillips. Like that's what this looks like from these mock drafts.
Apparently, they have a 30% chance in taking Mac Jones for some reason.
No, I refuse to believe that.
Why they have a?
The only way they take Mac Jones is so the Patriots don't,
which is very awkward.
Yeah, like that's what I think. I imagine they're like telling Kirk Cousins, like, "Hey, we're gonna do a favor for the league, and we're taking Mac Jones just so the Patriots don't." All right, like that's what we're doing here. Yeah, they're supposed to take Jaylen Phillips. I think that's what they're supposed to be doing. Let me see what their defense was last season. See what they were up to in yards. How many yards did they give up? Okay, they're not. Wow, Falcons are bad. Jeez. Wow, Vikings were 8th in passing yards allowed, like 8th worst, I guess, however you want to describe it. 8th most yards. There you go. They give up the 8th most yards on offense. I should have probably clicked them. There we go. They were 9th. They gave up the 9th most touchdowns. Passing touchdowns. 8th most passing yards. Rushing defense. Wow, they were 6th in rushing yards allowed. This is incredible. This is honestly, they were 9th in rushing touchdowns allowed. Yeah, they're taking Jaylen Phillips. You cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell me otherwise that they are not taking Jaylen Phillips. So many people were high on Jaylen Phillips because, as we covered here in the offhand, I think Steven covered him. Jaylen Phillips is an edge rusher, and from Miami. The kid's supposed to be one of the better edge rushers in the class. He would be the first one off the board. Super fast. We kind of compared him to TJ Watt, or TJ Watt, a mix of TJ and JJ. Just a combo of the two with how fast he is, how he rounds the outside, uses speed to get into people. He reads the backfield really well for play actions and things like that. Really good instincts. We got that comparison from Brett Kellerman. Guy's awesome on YouTube with his analysis of prospects and plays and break. You should check him out. The guy's awesome. He might even do a live stream, but don't leave us, please.
Oh, Minnesota. Trade pick. To the Jets.
No.
The Jets have moved up.
What?
Who will they be taking? Are they? They might take Jaylen Phillips. Or an O-lineman. They might take Elisha Vera Tucker or something. I forget how. Like, that's a long name. I think it's Elisha Tucker. I'm gonna go with that. They might go O-lineman here.
You think? So they may take the guy from USC then. They would take.
Yeah, Elisha Tucker. I'm gonna go that it's Elisha Tucker.
That would make a lot of sense. Protect Zach Wilson, man. You just got an investment. Invest. Keep it going.
I wonder what they traded too, because they also had they also had another first round pick. So, and I think it was 20 something. So, I wonder what they did.
Try to see if I get a notification about it. Still haven't yet. That's not really an accomplishment. That feels weird. On ESPN, they usually give like little tidbits about the prospect. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, like Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, some of his stats, first round, 10th pick. Michael Parsons, AP All-American, first team in 2019, opted out of last season, first round, 12th pick. Freaking Justin Fields finished 7th in Heisman voting. 78 total touchdowns the past 2 seasons. First round, that was pick. Like, dang, you really didn't need to mention 7th in Heisman voting. That is a useless stat to state. It's really dumb.
Right. So when they get back from commercial break, the Jets haven't made their pick.
I can't believe we're only going to be halfway through this draft right now, and it's 10 o'clock. It started at like 8.
That's what happens. Like, if there's one thing I don't like about them being there is that they have to interview them every time. And they don't have to do it to the people that are drafted at home. So that's what takes up the most time, because they just talk. It's like, okay, they should be excited they got drafted, unless they're gonna be like Eli Manning and say they don't want to play where they got drafted. I assume they're okay with it.
That would be wild.
That hasn't happened in a while, where someone's like, yeah, I don't like the team that I got drafted to. I'm not gonna play.
I think there was some minor talk about that with Trevor Lawrence, but obviously that is shown the other way. This has been disproven. Where are the Jets? Where did the Jets? Wow, the Jets allowed the 4th most passing yards. They're up there for touchdowns. The 4th most touchdowns allowed. Passing touchdowns. Really good rushing. They were 21st in rushing yards allowed, so that's actually really good. Middle of the pack in rushing touchdowns. So they actually needed a corner. That's what they actually needed, is a corner. So that's
they traded up, so they don't want any of the later first round ones.
I think they lost 1 or 2 guys in their D line though. So maybe they just replaced it with Jaylen Phillips. But yeah, it's either Jaylen Phillips or that O lineman. It's one of the two. Definitely one of the 2 guys. Jaylen Phillips or that O lineman from USC. I can't imagine it being either other way. Either other way? Either way. Man, oh man. The Vikings traded down to the 23rd pick then?
Yeah, I don't remember where the
Jets were 23rd.
Yeah. They should have. That should have been what happened.
Bleacher Report is like Mac Jones falling.
Yeah.
Very straight up for Fields.
It was like very evident though that one of the quarterbacks was gonna fall.
One of them was gonna dip, but just no one expected Justin Fields to go up so high. Well, a lot of people expected it, but they just they weren't confident in it. High praise for Jaylen Waddle. Akeem Talib would say, "Oh snap!" if he was playing Miami offense. Connor Rogers says he's closest thing to Tyreek Hill. I'm not sure who Connor Rogers is, but I'll trust his word. I'll take it. I will take his word. Jaylen Waddle merch. Tua loves Waddle pick. You would have loved Devontae Smith too. Don't lie to yourself. Don't do it, Tua. Don't do it. You know the truth. You know Devontae Smith would have been better than Jaylen Waddle. You're just happy they got somebody from Alabama. Don't lie to me. Don't feed me fake hype Tua Tagovailoa. Don't do it.
Tua Ticonderoga.
Tua Tundra Magato.
All right. Where is he?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
All right. Here's the Jets pick. Jets 14th pick, 2021 NFL Draft. Select
Andy DePaul. What? I saw an update from ESPN.
I was right.
Who is it?
Elijah Tucker.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. You just got Zach Wilson. You want to protect Zach Wilson. That makes sense.
Oh, I think the Patriots have already picked Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is on the phone for some reason.
Yeah.
For some reason, Elijah Tucker was just picked, but they put the camera on Mac Jones.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I'm not. So tell
No.
me, Chad, how do you feel about Mac Jones being your new quarterback?
I have no idea. I have no feelings about any of these QBs.
He's won a championship.
Good for him. He's coming out of Alabama, which has not been very good.
How do you feel about Kirk Cousins?
He's half and half. He's okay.
How do you feel about Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan's actually a good QB.
Okay, well that's what people compare Mac Jones to.
Okay.
Guy with a decent arm.
I think Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins are totally different people.
He has really good pocket presence, if that says anything to you. He can really move his feet. Are you sure?
Because when at the beginning of this, they were showing his pocket presence, and they were saying that his pocket presence sucks.
Some people said it was as good as Tom Brady, so
we shall see. I just don't like quarterbacks coming out of Alabama. None of them have proven anything.
Yeah, no, that's like the thing.
So
who would you rather have, Cam Newton or Mac Jones? Who would you rather see? I know you don't know a lot about Mac Jones, but you've seen Cam Newton, so
I would want to see Cam Newton with this offense, but
just to start, like a couple of weeks, or the whole season.
If we see him in the first, like, let's say 4 or 5 games, not injured, healthy. This is Cam Newton, obviously. Then I don't know. I would be okay with it if he's like throwing more than 250 yards a game with rushing above like 25 yards a game, which is pretty easy for him.
That's pretty reasonable. Yeah.
He just can't be throwing like 150 yards per game and running 85 or something like that. That would not be feasible.
If the Patriots traded up for Mac Jones, I think that would be apparent that like Bill Belichick is all in on Mac Jones then. That like 100% Cam Newton is not going to be the guy, but because they waited for him, it is up in the air for who would be it. It sounds so much like Bill Belichick would be going for Mac Jones and Mac Jones would be the starter. But I don't think Bill Belichick would play like that. I feel like he would wait out Mac Jones until he feels like he's ready. I don't think he would just throw him out there.
Yeah, he's definitely more about waiting.
Yeah, because I also don't know how he feels about Cam Newton. Like, they brought him back, which is great. I think Cam Newton's a pretty good quarterback. And now with new weapons, I guess we'll see how it plays out. But, man, we'll see how that goes. Man, Mac Jones going to the Patriots, being a Patriot. The next head of the Patriots way. Bill Belichick has a lot riding on him, though, I think. Like, even if he doesn't play right away, a lot riding on him.
I think what I think it is that if Cam Newton doesn't play very well this season, like it's obviously going to be a job. They're going to fight for that job this year, Mac Jones and Cam Newton.
Let me ask you this. This is a fun little thought experiment. How many games in a row would Bill Belichick let Cam Newton lose before putting Mac Jones in?
2.
They start the season 0-2. You think he throws in Mac Jones?
Yeah, depending on like if it's like the Seahawks game.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like the Seahawks game, then maybe not. But if it's any if it would have to be like the Seahawks game. My God, this guy looks so lanky. Yeah.
Where it's a lot
like then maybe he'd get more chances, but if it would have to be that he loses like he did in that Seattle Seahawks game this past year.
I'd imagine it doesn't go past 0-3.
Yeah.
And kind of what you're saying as well, like there's a little bit of depending on how he plays and who they play against, I imagine would also be a factor in it. Because I don't think Bill Belichick would want to throw in Mac Jones under dress, but also we know Bill Belichick does not like to lose. So I don't think he'd go more than 0-3. 0-4 would be pushing it because that's a quarter of the season right there. That's a whole quarter of the season. Because I'd imagine Bill Belichick would be like, if Cam Newton can lose me 3 games in a row, I know Mac Jones could lose me 3 games in a row. So might as well just throw the kid in because what happens at that point. No way otherwise that happens.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope that because his O-line's actually going to be decent. And that he's not going to a team that doesn't have an O-line, that he plays like he did at Alabama.
I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds because I need to eat something. I need to put some little snack in my body, and I did not come prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm amazed that you said that you weren't gonna eat anything. That threw me.
Man, dude, I was hoping. I thought I could make it out because I had a pretty big breakfast. I had a decent lunch, so I thought I could make it out to the end of this, at least to 11. But no,
All right,
I
so
feel it. So I'm gonna go real quick.
Yeah, go.
I'll
The
let you do
Arizona
all your...
Cardinals have.
Oh wait, so Mac Jones was 100% the drafted by the Patriots?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
He got drafted.
Cool. You didn't say it. So
it was
like,
100% confirmed. It was 100% confirmed when I told you that, like, they showed him on the phone and he was happy.
As soon as the Jets got that pick, it was like, this is 100% like an app.
So the Cardinals have their pick in. It'll probably be Jaylen Phillips.
I don't think so, since they just got J.J. Watt.
Okay.
Unless they want a replacement for Hassan Reddick. It's either that or Xavier Collins, linebacker from Tulsa. I don't remember if I was able to talk about him one of these weeks. I think I did. Really good linebacker. All right, I'll be right back. Try to talk to the people about whatever you want. Talk to them about the Patriots if you want.
All right. So, my team, the Patriots.
Talk about them winning the Super Bowl with Mac Jones.
I can only hope that they win a Super Bowl with Mac Jones. I can only hope that they win a Super Bowl with Cam Newton. It would be incredible if they did either of those things. We shall see if Mac Jones is what he is, a first-round pick. I have no idea. I have been very, very clear that I do not like quarterbacks coming out of Alabama. They have not been productive whatsoever. So many have come out. So many haven't done absolutely anything. A lot of teams, or a lot of people would say that it's probably because they go to teams with bad O-lines. So if this man doesn't work very well at the Patriots offense, who has one of the better O-lines in the league, it's not going to be good. It's going to be like every other Alabama quarterback. Just so annoying. Mac Jones. Oh, man. So the Cardinals might go Jaylen Phillips, a D end out of Miami. So that'd wouldn't be that surprising. I know that Andy was saying that J.J. Watt and they just acquired J.J. Watt. But we shall see. We shall see if they want to bolster that D line. Because I don't know if there's a good enough O lineman to pick here at this point. And I think that would be the only other thing. So they're probably going to go Jaylen Phillips. If not Jaylen Phillips, then a different defensive player. We shall see. All right. Roger Goodell walking up the stage, looking at an old lady in his chair, his infamous chair. That could have been a guy. Oops. All right. With the 16th pick in the NFL draft, the Cardinals select Xavier Collins, linebacker out of Tulsa. Okay. So I am pretty sure that Andy just said something about him. So they do bolster their linebacking core.
You're doing great, Sean.
Who was pretty good. He was doing pretty good. Man. I don't remember the two Cardinals players that were in that linebacker core, but they did draft another linebacker.
Wait, so what happened?
So the Cardinals drafted Xavier Collins.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's a really good linebacker. He's a coverage linebacker. From what I remember, I covered him in one of our videos. I remember now. Yeah, that actually fits in really well with what they need, since they have a lot of guys that can rush the passer. They don't really have guys that can sit back. So as long as they have him sit back in coverage, it'll be great for them. If they try to have him rush, it won't be that good. A lot of analysts think he's a really good pass rusher, but I don't think so. He's just a speed guy. He doesn't really show much technique with his hands. He doesn't have anything in his bag, like a nice swim move or anything like that. He just hits the gap really well, and that's how he gets to the passer. That's how he got a couple of his sacks. So as long as they don't do that, and they just let him sit back, cover the middle of the... I'm a lot of breath because I tried my best to rush over here. As long as they let him sit back and cover the middle of the field, it'll be great. He has really good speed, not like crazy speed. I think he is faster in game than what his 40 said.
Mm-hmm.
But I would consider him like sideline to sideline, but definitely a guy with good speed, great awareness, really good instincts. Yeah, high IQ guy. I think that's a great pick for the Cardinals. That's who I would want them to have got, and it would have been weird if they got Jaylen Phillips. Now on the clock is the Raiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got some Ritz crackers. Shout out to Ritz, the real ones. Yeah, the Raiders probably take Jaylen Phillips. I can't imagine otherwise. I really can't. I would genuinely be surprised if they do not take Jaylen Phillips here.
Right? Okay. Because I don't know what else they need.
No, because these mock drafts that I have here, all of them say either Tucker, who's already off the board, Parsons, who's already off the board, and that's it. It's just those two guys. So O-lineman or linebacker is what they need. They could take Jamin Davis, or Jamin Davis, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry, guy. Linebacker from Kentucky, who's supposed to be a late first round pick in a lot of guys' mocks, but I don't know, it would be a little bit of a reach if they did try to go for him here. They could go for offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech. I heard a lot of good things about him. He is like the third best offensive tackle in this draft class, a lot of people consider. Either him or Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. So probably one of those two guys. They could also go after Jeremiah. This is a crazy name. Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, linebacker from Notre Dame. I've heard a lot of good things from that guy, that he's just super athletic. It was really funny, a comp that I saw someone give him was Jamal Adams.
Okay.
Jamal Adams is a safety. This guy's a linebacker. But that's kind of how he plays. He's a coverage guy. He locks down the middle of the field, super fast, but he is a linebacker in reality. So I guess you could also compare him to Isaiah Simmons. I believe it was last year or 2 years ago.
No, it was last year. Isaiah Simmons
was a safety for the Arizona Cardinals, and he was in a similar position. So Jeremiah could actually be a really good fit. John Gruden likes his weird guys. So Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa is a pretty weird positionless guy in terms of defense for the middle of the field. So he might be into it. John Gruden might be into that. Yeah.
When this comes back off commercial, the pick is in.
Yeah, they go a lot of different ways with this. A lot of different ways. I don't know what they need more. I feel like Gruden wouldn't go O-line, though. That's the thing. I just don't feel like he'd go O-line.
Me either. Considering they just traded Trent Brown to the Patriots.
Oh, actually, if they did that, they should go O-line. I don't know if they'll do it, but they should.
So Miami is up next, which will be interesting. Because I know that Steven wanted Najee Harris, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that.
A lot of people have him going defense, and you're taking the linebacker, Jeremiah, or taking this guy, Kwity Paye, edge from Michigan, but that's only because all these guys figured Jaylen Phillips would be off the board by now. So we'll see. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool, actually, if they could get Jaylen Phillips, bring him back to Miami. UM boy playing for the Dolphins. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty neat. Pretty neat. I don't know how that would play out. What is this? No. My mom's funny. My mom sent me my mom knows that we're doing this. They were covering the draft, but she sent me a thing talking about Trevor Lawrence going number 1. And it's like, I know, Mom. I know. Appreciate it. But I know. I'm on it.
Yeah.
We're on it here. We're on it here at the Offhand. We're faster than your mom. I don't know if that's saying anything. I don't know how your moms are. Maybe unless your mom's an analyst that knows people on the inside, and that's pretty impressive. Like she works for ESPN.
Oh, that's what he keeps doing. So when Goodell keeps passing the fans, he lets the fans see who they're picking.
Oh,
before everybody else.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
That's neat.
Who?
What?
Alex Leatherwood, a D tackle out of Alabama. Wow.
D tackle or offensive tackle?
I think it was D tackle.
I'm pretty sure it's offensive tackle.
Oh, then.
Yeah, they got an O lineman.
Wow. Yeah, he's an offensive tackle. My fault.
Wow. He was supposed to go after Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State and Christian Darrisaw. A lot of people thought he was maybe the 5th best O lineman. So the fact that they went after him instead of these other 2 guys is pretty crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know, Alabama's such a highly ranked offense. Mac Jones had a great season. Devontae Smith had a great season. Jalen Waddle would have had a great season. Najee Harris had a great season. So I guess when all those things go right, the only thing you could give kudos to for sure, you cannot question, is that O-line.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, because the O-line is the thing that keeps that all in check.
Yeah, Alabama has always had good O-lines.
Good O-linemen and good linebackers, man. That's what they produce out there all the time. And running backs. Oh my God, do they produce running backs. My goodness. Woo! So yeah. So maybe it makes more sense to go for a guy that's probably more guaranteed, more solidified than a guy like Tevin Jenkins or Christian Darrisaw. Maybe that makes more sense to go after a guy like that can produce for you right away. He's a big boy. He's
6'4", 313, I think.
6'4", 313?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bro, homie's like 120 pounds on me. That's like a whole nother person.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole nother person. It's a very skinny person, but that's a whole nother body. That is, wow. That's scary. There's some NFL guys that are just scary. They're just really built, just not human, from another planet. My goodness.
All right. Dolphins pick is in.
I'm going to see if I can call Steven.
Is Goodell already there?
I'm only going to call him one time. If he doesn't pick up, he doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
But it'd be really funny if he does. Maybe get his live thoughts on it. Let's see. It's ringing. It's ringing. Dang. To his voicemail box that he hasn't set up yet. Sad.
Sadness.
I'm going to text him real quick then. The Dolphins are going a lot of different directions here with this pick, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, it is honestly super unpredictable what they do with this. It seems like Jaylen Phillips would be the move. Either Jaylen Phillips or the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. I feel like I am. I don't know how else to read it. But if I am, I'm so sorry, my guy. I'm really sorry.
All right. Goodell's coming out.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Go to the Dolphins. Knowing who they want. Let's go.
Dolphins fan sitting in the chair feels comfortable with the pick. He's okay with it.
He feels good. He's feeling confident. He's like, this was a great move. This is a good decision. I would have made the same decision. Oh, I already know who they got. Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Jaylen Phillips.
There you go.
I'm coming back. He's staying in Miami.
A guy was ready.
He's staying in Miami, people.
Yep. He goes from Goes from Coral Gables to Miami Gardens.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Gotta have to move his dorm a little bit north, maybe, but
yeah, he's gonna be basically in Fort Lauderdale.
Basically in Broward. Only basically in Broward.
Oh my goodness.
Man, that makes sense though. That makes a lot of sense.
No, it does.
I imagine the Dolphins probably saw a lot of Jaylen Phillips more than being a Miami boy.
Mm.
So I'd imagine like they were very comfortable making that decision and felt good about picking him over a couple of these other guys. That was definitely a decision they wanted to make, and he fell a lot.
Yeah, from where people thought he was going to go, he definitely fell.
People thought he was going to go at like 14. I think was like a consensus. Like he was going to go at 14. I think a couple people might have saw him going. I don't know, maybe even like 12. So the fact that he went that far.
Well, Steven got somebody familiar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, Washington.
Yeah.
What the heck did they do? Their team is perfect. They have no flaws. There's nothing wrong with them. They're the best team in the NFC East. The greatest division in football. They have the greatest quarterback of our generation, arguably of history, in Taylor Heineke. And they have one of the best bearded quarterbacks of all time, in Fitzpatrick.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What do they need? What do they need, Chayeb?
A wide receiver.
I'll be real with you. All these mock drafts would not have them taking a wide receiver.
I don't know what they could have them take.
A linebacker.
Really?
Yeah.
Their defense was fine last year.
Just to solidify the middle, probably because their linebackers are older.
Dude, their offense was.
No.
Wait, maybe they take an O lineman. Actually.
Yeah, one of these mocks have them taking Christian Darrisaw, Virginia Tech O lineman.
They might take him then.
Jenkins. That's possible.
Yeah, I think that would be the more probable thing is that they take an O lineman because their defense was fine last year, but their offense.
I don't know. I guess they just maybe see it as a reach, but they could probably trade back. Who's at the 20th pick now? Right after Washington? Who is it? It's
no, 19 Washington, 20 Giants.
Giants have to trade back. That's right. The Giants. Giants probably go O-lineman. If Washington takes Christian Darrisaw, I'd imagine the Giants take Tevin Jenkins and vice versa. If that happens that way. This is getting in the territory of a guy that Steven liked a lot, Rashad Bateman. There's a lot of talk of him possibly going to the Packers. The Packers liked him a lot.
Shall see.
Elijah Moore is also in this area. I like Elijah Moore a lot. I believe he led the SEC in receiving yards last season. Or maybe not led, maybe he was second behind Devontae Smith. But he was phenomenal for Ole Miss. Phenomenal. So that wouldn't be a bad pickup for Washington because, like you said, their offense was not great. Let me see. I'm actually curious how bad their offense was.
Najee Harris, a lot of people had him going to Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope not. That'd be pretty foolish if these people allow that to happen. That'd be pretty dumb. I could see Washington also taking Najee Harris. Like I know that's pretty high, but I could see that happening. Like that would.
No, they have a good running back in Antonio Gibson.
But they could just have another one. I figure why not have two great running backs when your team's that good. When your team's that good to win the NFC East, how many problems do you really have? Wow, they are really low. Yeah, they had 25th best passing offense. Why did I click on them? Wow, they could not score a touchdown. They were 29th in touchdowns. Yikes. They only had 16. That's really bad.
Yeah.
That is really...
That's why I think they'll take an O-lineman. I think that makes more sense than anything on defense.
Yeah, they should probably go. Wow, yeah, 26th in yards. in rushing yards. 13th in rushing touchdowns somehow. I don't know how that works. Rushing yards per attempt, that was 4, which put them at 28. Which sounds a lot worse than what it actually looks like, to be honest. If they had like 0.2 more, they would actually be 19. So, yeah, O-line, definitely the move here. Either option is a good option, I think, in Christian Darrisaw or Tevin Jenkins. I like Tevin Jenkins more. I feel like I've heard a little bit more about him. Oklahoma State was a little bit more of a proven offense. They always have a really good offense. So if Tevin Jenkins is considered the best offensive lineman for that team, I'd imagine, like, I would want him. That just makes sense to me. I don't know about you, Chad.
I don't know. I really don't know, but he is coming out.
We will find out soon. In my head, I was like, there's 10 more picks. And it's like, no, there's not.
Ooh.
There's 12.
Oh, they went Jamin Davis. They went linebacker.
Wow.
Oh.
So they went him instead of Jeremiah. I do not know much about Jamin Davis. Let me look him up.
Out of Kentucky. He's 6'4", 234. Jeez.
Big lad. Let me see what Daniel Jeremiah has to say about the guy. Yeah, not a lot of people even had him going in the first round, to be honest. In these mock drafts, I think only 2 of them. Yeah, only 2 of them had him getting drafted in the first round. So that actually is a pretty surprising, especially that he went over some of these other guys. Not where he did. Wow. Let me see what they wrote down Jeremiah. That towards the bottom.
Oh my goodness, that's mean.
That's not great. What?
I see a post that says Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, and the Falcons are still gonna find a way to lose 30-28 to the Lions.
That's pretty messed up, man. It's pretty messed up. They don't need that. They don't need that type of negativity in their lives. God. Are you? There you go. Yes, you have him going to Washington. This man, Kyle Krabs, for the Draft Network. Jamin Davis projects as a will linebacker at the NFL level and appears to have the ceiling of an NFL starter. Davis is long, rangy, and explosive, and that correlated by several big plays in the passing games throughout the course of Kentucky's 2020 campaign. Davis exploded onto the scene in 2020 and wasted little time making the leap to the NFL, but his lack of high-volume sample size and a featured player is cause for buyer beware, which makes sense. Kentucky is not really a premier school in college football, you would say, much more of a basketball college, or a basketball school. There's plenty of untapped potential in Davis's game, and his length flashes can deconstruct blocks, while he also showcases the processing power after the snap to duck under blocks and spill opposing ball carriers into pursuit. So he's more of a rushing linebacker, not really a guy that would sit back, especially when you talk about his instincts. So it seems just a high potential guy that you would put into a rusher. Overall quickness and confidence decision making leaves the door open for confident passers and ball carriers to exploit small creates. Yeah, so it's really fast, really long, but he's a rusher. That's what he is. He's a rusher. And I don't know if the Washington really needs that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
if he was pass coverage guy, then that makes sense to me, but he's not. He sounds like a rusher. That's really weird. Daniel Jeremiah thought he was going to the Browns, and the only thing he said about him was the Browns need more speed and athleticism at linebacker. Davis provides both. It's like, okay, cool. Great insight. Great insight.
All right, so the Giants are still on the board.
The Giants are at the 20th pick. They have to be going offensive tackle, right?
Ooh, the Giants?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
If they go receiver and they get Rashad Bateman or Elijah Moore, that'll just feel weird. It'd only be weirder if they went defense because they actually had a good defense. Their offense was horrendous. It was terrible. Think of whatever word you would describe bad, and that was the Giants' offense. It was not pretty, to say the least. It was not pretty. They lost their offensive feature in Saquon Barkley, the guy that was supposed to carry them, and it's just when he went out, they went out.
I just want to say one of the ESPN analysis, Booger McFarland just said maybe they go Elijah Moore here.
Yeah. So that's fair. I mean, for them to go to receiver, it's weird, but it's like they need weapons. They 100% need weapons there. And with Saquon coming back, will help their passing game because it's going to take the pressure off of Daniel Jones and help him be good. And hopefully Daniel Jones really reflected on last season and how he could get better, and he instills it into this upcoming season for himself. But I think O-line just makes way more sense. O-line just makes way more sense. There's good O-linemen here to take. It's going to help your quarterback. It's going to help your running back, who's your star player, undisputably. You're going to keep him healthier, keep your quarterback healthier, and that's just going to make your offense even better. Like, I think that just makes way more sense than going after a receiver here. But hey, if they do it, they do it. It's just tackle makes more sense.
All right.
Tackle makes more sense. Which
Your
would you
pick
do?
is already in. Why is this taking so long for this man to walk out?
Which would you do? You do tackle? You do offensive lineman, or you do
for the Giants?
Receiver? Yeah, for the Giants.
Tackle for sure.
Yeah.
I would go O-line.
Also, you do that. They get a running back. They get Najee.
Imagine.
That'd
be such an undercut,
bro.
It's like Saquon, you generational player. You suck.
Steven says he wanted Najee. He did want Najee.
Yeah, he said that he wanted Najee.
Yeah, he says he's still excited though.
Yeah, because it's Miami coming to Miami.
Yeah, he's still excited about the pick. Jaylen Phillips is a great player. Great player. So we'll see what he does for the Dolphins, for the Finns, for Finn Nation. Has the pick come in yet?
Well, Roger Goodell's getting to the podium. With the 20th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Giants select. Kadarius Toney. Wow.
Above Bateman.
Okay, and above Elijah Moore.
Child, but you like to tell lovely people about Kadarius Toney since you talked about him earlier in one of our videos. Yes. Tell the people about.
All right, Kadarius Toney, a man coming with Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask on his team. The two Kyles. Lol.
Kyle squared, if you will.
Yes, Kyle squared. He is another fast receiver in this draft class. He's only 5'11", 199 pounds. He's not a big guy. He's just fast. I said this previously. I think he's a better receiver than Jaylen Waddle. I can only hope that he shows that. I think he's a way better route runner than Jaylen Waddle is. So I think this is a little early for Kadarius Toney. He was usually going like late after pick 27. So I think this is a little early at pick 20 for him. Mm-hmm. But if they were going to go receiver, no matter what, around 20, then I'm okay with this. I don't know a lot about Elijah Moore or Rashard Bateman.
Seems getting weird on me. What does Kadarius Toney bring to the Giants?
Speed. Definitely speed. He's definitely not going to be like Kenny Galladay. I think that's who the Giants got, right? It was Kenny. They got Kenny Galladay
Yes.
from
Yes, they did.
yeah.
Yes.
So
I forgot
Kenny
they
will
did
be the
that.
main guy. Kadarius will definitely be the slot guy for sure.
This might be a
Um,
this might be a dumb question. Do they still have Sterling Shepard?
yes.
I'm a big fan of Sterling Shepard. I
Mm.
like Sterling Shepard a lot. I'm assuming they still have their tight end, right?
Evan Ingram, yeah.
I like Evan Ingram a lot. So yes, man, it's like I guess if they didn't, I guess they just wanted to beef up their weapons on the outside. I guess that's what they thought. They're confident in their own line. They're confident in Saquon coming back, and they just wanted to add more weapons. I guess that's what it is. They want to give. I feel like this also puts Daniel Jones in the hot seat, though. What do you say?
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah, this is
It's
his.
definitely it's just this is the make it or break it. If he doesn't do good
Yeah,
this season, they're moving on.
yeah. This is also his going to be his third season. So I'd imagine if he doesn't play well, they just don't pick up his fourth year option. They're just like, whatever, screw it. We're gonna
Yeah.
draft somebody else next year, or go after someone in free agency or something like that. Yeah, Daniel Jones is definitely gonna have to prove his worth this upcoming season. Now with that pick, they're like, we're giving you all the weapons. Saquon's coming back. There's no excuses. What have you learned in these last 3 years, in these last 2 years, and prove it to us. Prove it to us that you are the quarterback of the future of the New York Giants.
All right, let me go get something because I need to. I'll be right back.
I will talk to the people. Hello, party people. It's me, your boy, Andy, eating a Ritz cracker because I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry. All right, next up, though, we have the Colts. Oh, this is going to be really awkward because I'm not actually watching the draft. Tribe's watching the draft. And then I just have mock drafts in front of me to go more in detail about players and what could happen and give an idea of what players could go where and things like that. Tribe's actually telling me what the picks are coming in live. So I'm going to have to be aware on my phone just in case this Colts pick comes in hot, comes in spicy. Steven has said, what a feeling to be drafted by the city you played college in. This is in reference to Jaylen Phillips, edge rusher from Miami. He was drafted by Miami with the 18th pick. What a feeling to be drafted by the city you played college in and the stadium you played in as well. There's going to be a lot of nostalgia there for him, and there really will be, man. There really will be. Like he's going to be used to that field, which is a big thing. He's used to that locker room. Like home games are going to feel so normal to him. I wonder if that's probably a stat that you could track. Is like how good someone plays at home versus away. And I'm sure it's gonna be a big difference for him when he plays at home because he's gonna be so comfortable being in that stadium since the Hurricanes and the Dolphins share a stadium. So that's gonna be really cool for him. But to talk about the Colts had the 21st pick. They just got Carson Wentz, which is a really big deal. So I don't know if they go to O-line because they have a really good O-line already. So Carson Wentz is injury prone. I think that's already been pretty established with these last couple seasons. So you definitely want a good O-lineman to keep him upright. And that is the case. They do have a really good O-lineman. The Colts had one of the best O-linemen, best O-line last year, I'm pretty sure. So it's a great combination for them. So I'd imagine they probably go defense or receiver. Probably receiver. They do need a lot of help at receiver. Because a couple of these mocks have them taking an edge rusher. But I think Rashad Bateman or Elijah Moore is definitely the guy they're going for now. One of these two. What you doing, Shia? What you doing? Looking to the camera. Look at that shadow. Look at it move. Look at it dance. But yeah, either Elijah Moore from Ole Miss or Rashad Bateman. Stevens covered Rashad Bateman, so I wish I could have him here because I don't remember everything he said. It's a lot to remember, to be honest. I like Elijah Moore personally, as I've already said. He's a really good receiver. He's one of the top receivers in the SEC, which is considered one of the best conferences in college football. So he's going against elite competition, such as J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain. He did a pretty good job with those guys. He's a speedster, like Chive said. A lot of these guys are speedsters, and he's not exempted from that. He's a really good route runner. He has a good head on his shoulders. He really was, I think, the offense of Ole Miss. this past season. So to see a receiver take that kind of load is really impressive and should be highly valued. That's why I'm kind of surprised that Kadarius. I always mix it up. I think it's Kadarius Toney. That's why I'm surprised that Kadarius Toney went above Elijah Moore. Rashad Bateman makes a little more sense. He's coming out of Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't get a lot of looks. It's a smaller school, not a huge football school, so it makes sense for them not to really get a lot of coverage, and maybe Bateman doesn't get a lot of looks, even though he could be super talented. Maybe he's being undervalued. He should have gone higher. But I like Elijah Moore a lot. What I've seen from him, he seems very talented. He seems like a stud. The Colts definitely get him if they can. That would make the most sense. The pick is still not in. Oh, Jaylen Phillips, highest drafted Miami defender since 2005 after he was taken number 18. That's why people are really high on him, man. People are really, really high on him. AP second team All-American. Really high on him. Ready to have a pick.
Alrighty.
Notifications.
I am sorry about that.
You good. I was talking to the peeps about how I really like Elijah Moore going here to the Colts because I think they have a really good O-line already to protect Carson Wentz. So might as well give him a weapon since they don't really have any.
Gotcha.
They got T.Y., but that's it. So
I agree.
So might as well get him another dude other than what's the hitman? Dexter Pittman? Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman?
Who's
I don't
Dexter
know.
Pittman? That's a basketball player.
Oh, they took Kawhi.
No, you lagged. They took the edge rusher?
Yeah. They took Kawhi Pay.
Yeah, he was bound to go too. He was supposed to go like early as well in the middle of the draft at like 15, something like that. You know, to the Patriots, but like the Vikings is when he started to get some talk already. His name being dropped at like 14. So the fact that he's getting drafted now at 21 is a little bit of a slip, a little bit of a fall. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, the Colts do need help on defense. I just figured it'd be better for them to go offense, really invest in Carson Wentz and give him something, give him some toys, some new toys to play with, something to make it exciting, you know. Chap, could you do me a favor and just check YouTube real quick just to make sure it's still running well? Because I have a notification saying that it's that I might not be streaming great.
Right.
So I appreciate you can do that for me. Thank you. Now we have the Titans. Titans, I don't know what they should do. I could say receiver again. That probably makes sense. A couple people thought they would have traded in some direction. Oh,
yeah, it's still going.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And it's running well?
Yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. You'd love to see it.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Titans probably go receiver. A lot of people thought they would trade the pick. So I guess we'll see what they do because I don't know what the Titans really need. They have a really good defense. They have a good O-line. So I definitely don't think they go O-line. That'd be a little out of pocket, I think, going O-line. Maybe they go running back because they don't have a running back, are they, right? In Tennessee? Who do they have?
Are you kidding me?
Who's their running back? I don't think they have anyone.
Oh my goodness.
What, they have someone from like the stands that they got? Something like that?
Yeah, probably. Probably some guy from the stands.
Yeah, probably like the coach's son, some crap like that, probably. I don't think they got anybody there.
Yeah, not definitely not a massive human being.
Definitely not like the best running back in the league.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Far from it. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry has the body of a Greek god and could kill me with a glare. I feel like that's how like massive he is as a human being. He's a running back. So it's pretty well. He should be a linebacker in reality with his build. But he chose that he wanted to dish out punishment and be a running back, which is incredible. Kudos to him for following his calling in life of hurting people's feelings on a physical level. But yeah, a receiver might help there. I don't think they have any big receivers. Am I wrong? In Tennessee,
AJ Brown is probably their biggest.
That's right. They got him recently, and he's 100% their best receiver. I'm pretty confident saying that. Let me see though. Just to make sure.
They did lose their tight end.
Oh, this is offense. Let me see. What were they in passing yards last season? Low. Wow. They were 23rd in passing yards. The Chicago Bears and the Jaguars had more passing yards than the Titans. Wow. I'm honestly shook by that. That's incredible. However, the Titans had the 9th most passing touchdowns, so that's pretty interesting as well. Derrick Henry just got them to the red zone a lot, and I guess Ryan Tannehill just finished them off. Good for them. Good for them. First downs by passing. They're middle of the pack, more or less. More or less. Passes completed. Oh, far down. Oh, they were very far down in passes completed.
Okay,
they were also very far down in pass attempts. Yeah. Yeah, it might be nice having a threat over there.
Yeah, they're definitely going to grab Elijah Moore or...
That'd make a lot of sense for them to do. What are the analysts saying?
They're saying a receiver. They're between Rashad Bateman and Elijah Moore right now.
Yeah. No, it makes
They're showing both. Neither are on the phone right now, so.
Dang, maybe someone else.
Because the pick isn't even in yet for Tennessee. They still have a minute left on the clock.
I want to see real quick how wild it would be if they go. How crazy would it be for them to go defense right now? How wild would it be for them to go defense right now? Team defense. I'm using a Pro Football Reference if you guys want to check that site out for some of these stats. Tennessee had a very bad defense. I thought they were good. I was dead wrong. They allowed the 4th most passing yards.
Oh, well,
wow.
That seems to me like they might go defense then.
Wow, that is incredible. How did they do that?
Well, their pick is in, so we'll see who they selected in a second.
They were 14th in most rushing yards allowed. 10th in touchdowns allowed. I think they go rusher here. They go defense.
They should draft Captain Levi.
Oh my God. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. We're not going to talk about that here, though. This isn't the place. Not yet. Not yet. There will be a section on the offhand one day. Jeremiah's still on the board, dude. That's crazy to me. Titans could take him. Titans 100% could take him, and he would help them in the passing game.
We shall see.
He could just chill in the middle of the field. Has to either be him or a receiver, but after looking at their defensive stats, it makes a lot more sense for them to go defense. And they can't go corner unless they want to go Tyson Campbell from Georgia or Asante Samuel Jr. from FSU.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that might be interesting. They could do that. A little bit of a reach. They're supposed to go a little bit later, but could go for it. It wouldn't be that crazy. But yeah, I think they go defense here.
The weird thing is that we're going to hit a point where the Ravens have like 2 close picks to each other.
Yeah, they have the 27th pick and the 31st pick.
Yeah. All right, here comes Goodell.
I think it's going to be defense.
All right, with the 22nd pick in the NFL draft. Okay, Goodell. I don't need to hear the music because I can't sing along to it.
Copyright. Let's go.
Yeah, crazy thing, copyright. Very scary.
Very scary. We don't like copyright around here.
They feel a little bit like the IRS right now. All righty. Goodell, come on.
Come on, Goodell.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Goodell.
Come on, Goodell. Let us know, Goodell.
All righty. 22nd pick in the NFL draft.
It is
Caleb Farley.
No way.
They selected Caleb Farley.
It makes sense because they need help with the passing game. They need help. They need a corner, like 100%. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that he existed, but he's a scary pickup. Do you know anything about Caleb Farley?
Apparently, he underwent micro discectomies. I don't know how to say that. Not gonna lie.
I think he essentially tore his ACL. I think that's essentially what happened, and he got surgery on it. And that happened not too long ago either. I'm sure, like the last couple of months. I'm pretty sure that happened.
That's a risk.
He is considered the third best corner in this draft. He was considered it by a lot. Like some people considered him as good as Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn, that he was in that area. He also ran a way faster 40. Like I'm pretty sure he ran like a 4.3 or something like that. Something wild as a cornerback. I don't know too much about his play style. I didn't do too much on him. A lot of people didn't even have him going in the first round. Like he's talent-wise, yes, but just a lot of people were scared off by the surgery.
The injury, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like people were just scared off. So it's like I don't blame him at all. But wow, let me see.
He's definitely an outside guy.
Oh, 100%. No, he's a number one corner. He's a guy that takes out your best guy.
Yeah,
that's who he is. I didn't hyperlink this. Dang. Let me see if I can find it really fast for you guys. Let me see if I can find it really fast. I thought I did. NFL draft. Yeah. I heard a lot of good character things as well, I'm pretty sure. It's just his injury. His injury is just what was going to keep him out of the first round, but I guess not. Kudos to him, and kudos to
the Titans.
The Titans for taking a little bit of a gamble on him. Just a little bit of a gamble. A gamble that I think would pay off, to be honest. Because he I think ran his 40 after the surgery was finished.
Dang.
And he ran like a 4.3, something like that. So you could argue that he is back and he is good. He is still athletic. It's not going to be a problem for the young bull, man. Not going to be a problem for the man. Let me see here. Mock draft. There we go. This one. I'm now looking at the Ringers. I love the Ringer. The Ringers NFL mock draft. By, let me give kudos. What kudos is there? Danny Kelly. Because he actually had Caleb Farley going in the first round. He had him going a little bit later. He had him going to he had Caleb Farley going 30th to the Bills. Farley is one of the most talented cover corners in the draft, but could fall down boards following off-season back surgery. It wasn't ACL, it was back, which could be scarier, to be honest. Yep. The Bills don't let Farley get past them here because you had him going to Bills. Potential day one starter who can line up and cover opposite of Tre'Davious White because the freaking Bills. But I guess with him being on the Titans, he would just be their number one guy, really. Farley is a tall, long-limbed cornerback. He is 6'2", 207. Great size. With good balance and quick twitch acceleration. We'll see how that goes with his back. Given his 40 was wild, but that's a straight line, so we'll see how that goes. He was a dual threat quarterback in high school. Wow, he scored a bunch of touchdowns in his career. Started out as a receiver in Virginia Tech before converting to corner after a redshirt season. The Hokie star has nimble feet and lightning fast closing speed, is smooth in his transition from back pedal to trail position, and is fluid and effortless in his movement. He's strong in press and has no problem turning his hips and carrying receivers downfield. He's also comfortable in half-turn technique, where he can keep his eyes on both the receiver and the quarterbacks. He has great instincts, essentially, as well. Great head for the ball. He shows good awareness of routes and zone coverage with a knack for spacing. He has excellent ball skills. He tracks the ball downfield and does a good job of swiping on raking the ball. He just does everything well, is what it sounds like. Everything well. Everything well.
It's just that back surgery.
When Farley failed to look back for the ball and resorted to grabbing the receiver and drawing a flag, like many taller, bigger corners. Yeah, bro. He suffered a torn ACL in 2017. That was the other thing.
Ooh, so he went through an ACL injury and then he went through a back injury.
He had back
Wow.
spasms. He missed 2 games in 2019 with back spasms.
Ooh, okay. That's why.
Yeah, and then he had back surgery this past offseason.
All right, so hopefully that fixed. If it didn't, then those back spasms are gonna come back.
Yeah, in 11 games, he had 4 picks, 20 tackles, and 20 pass breakups. That's what that 12 pass breakups. Yeah. Yeah, so he seems like a zone guy. Is also what that kind of sounded like. So, high risk, possible,
Definitely.
high reward. And late in the first round, a team like the Titans, I guess you take a swing like that. I guess that's what you do. I guess that's the type of move you make. I love the cornerback position. I just want everyone to know that. I love the corner seats. That's how that goes.
Yep.
So who's up now? We have the Jets, not the Jets. The
Vikings.
Jets traded Vikings. That's
Vikings pick is in. I assume Goodell should be already walking out because his pick's been in while they were on commercial break.
They could get a cornerback from Northwestern, Greg Newsome the second. I don't know how confident they feel about that.
Maybe.
I don't think they go running back. That'd be
O-line then?
Potentially. How bad is the Vikings O-line though?
O-line.
I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, Christian Darrisaw. Darrisaw.
Wait, that's what they picked?
Yeah.
Oh.
Christian Darrisaw.
Oh. I thought they had a pretty decent O-line over there, especially with how good Dalvin Cook was doing. But no, I guess they wanted to reinvest in that. I guess they wanted to reinvest in Dalvin Cook. That's what that tells me. What does that tell you, Chaib?
Definitely that they're I guess they feel a little bit confident in their defense that they didn't need a piece right now.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook. I don't know if Dalvin Cook was getting injured because of his O-line because I thought he was running pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins, I thought was fine. I didn't think he was getting super pressured.
I don't think so either.
So I don't know if it's that they maybe lost somebody in the offseason and they're recovering for that.
Maybe. They were just forgetting somebody. That could be it. That could very well be it.
So if anything, I would think that they probably had to have lost somebody in the offseason.
So now the Steelers are on the clock, right?
Yeah.
And James Conner is no longer a Steeler, am I right?
I think he still is.
I'm gonna double check because I feel like he left.
So where though?
I don't remember, but I just have a feeling
he's just a free agent.
No, I think he signed somewhere else.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, even Adam Schefter said the back surgery's worried some teams with Caleb Farley.
Oh, he's a Cardinal.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they go running back.
So Najee.
Yeah.
So Najee.
They either go Najee or they go the running back from Clemson.
Yeah, here it comes.
I forget what his name is.
With the 24th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Steelers select Goodell. You were just at the podium. Where are you going, buddy?
He ran away. He's like, forget this. It's late. I want to sleep.
Quite literally ran away.
Travis Etienne. That was the Clemson running back. I feel like they like Najee Harris more.
Well, after this, it's Jacksonville was on the clock.
I feel like they go O-line. This hasn't come in yet?
No, because he went out, like he went all the way out there to the podium. And then I assume someone told him that ESPN needed to run something. So they're running something about like the 2004 draft and how Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers and Ben.
Bro, this is why no one likes you anymore, ESPN. This is why everyone's leaving you and coming to the offhand and watching us. This is why. Things like this. We don't have commercial breaks here. We don't do that. We always have one person talking, ready to go, giving some takes. A repeated takes, but takes.
The takes.
But takes. Takes nonetheless.
All right, finally. Jeez, why they had to do that. 24th pick.
So,
Let's
Najee
see.
Harris.
Najee Harris.
Yeah.
There you go.
It makes sense, dude. It makes nothing but sense.
They didn't have a running back. I think it was Jaylen Samuel. That was it.
Yeah, dude. How much faith are you going to put in him?
They needed that.
Yeah, how much faith are you going to put in him? So to kind of reference again, Danny Kelly from The Ringer, he put together a draft guide. He actually had Najee Harris going 24th to the Steelers, so kudos to him for getting that one right. Najee Harris is 6'2", 230. He is a monster. He has them same shades of Steven Jackson, and that is fair. Powerful, old school runner with quick feet, sudden jukes, and talent for making defenders miss. A natural playmaker in the passing game. That is all you really need to know about Najee Harris. That's all you really need to know.
Do you know how fast he is?
I do not. I don't know what his 40 time is. Could look that up real quick if you want.
Okay.
But yeah, homie is a beast. Homie is a monster. He put up a lot of numbers with Alabama in high school. The guy is, oh my god, he should be really good, to be honest. He should be really, really good for the Steelers. Some people I know considered him I heard on a podcast that they said that Najee Harris is probably top 10 talent and he would have gone in the top 10 if this draft class took place like 3 years ago, something like that. Like he would have gone top 10. So it's really just kind of what we were saying earlier, how the league is changing, how people are looking for a passing offense first. Running backs are being devalued. They barely make it out of their first contract, or rather their second contract they don't make it out of ever really. So it's like, why really invest a lot in them when you could draft running backs, young running backs, abuse them, and then just repeat the process, essentially. Yeah. So that's why Najee Harris fell so far. But keep in mind, the guy is uber talented. The guy is considered like a top 10 talent. He's somebody that could carry an offense, I think. Maybe not like full on, but probably like a Dalvin Cook type of offense he could carry, like be the focal point of it. So maybe that's what they're trying to do in Pittsburgh, trying to take the load off of Big Ben and make it a little bit easier there in the offense, simplify it a little bit, and try to have Big Ben age gracefully.
As much as you can have him age gracefully right now.
Have him take a little bit less of a beating so that we don't have to put a backup in there. That would have been wild. They went for a quarterback too. That would have been wild. I wouldn't be surprised though if they do take a quarterback in one of these rounds. Maybe
in like second or third.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense to get somebody in there and test out a backup and see how that goes. Because there's also, given the top 5 guys went a while ago, but these other guys aren't that bad either. Like the quarterback from, I forget if it's Mississippi State or Texas A&M because they have like the same colors. But it's Kellen Mond, I think is what it is. A lot of people are high on Kellen Mond. A lot of people are high on the quarterback from Stafford. I don't remember his name at the moment. I think it's like Ryzen or something like that. I could be completely off. I think it starts with an R though. But quarterback from Stafford, a lot of people are high on him. So maybe Pitt takes a shot at one of those two guys just to get as a backup, because that's probably what those guys are valued. I don't think people really consider those two guys starters in the league, at least right away. So maybe be a good fit later on. Who's on the clock now?
The Jacksonville Jaguars with their second.
They probably go O-line, I imagine. A lot of people have them going defense in these mock drafts. Taking Jeremiah would be a good bet. Jason Owa from, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. I'm not really sure. From Penn State, edge rusher. That's an option. You could also take Aziz Ojuri, edge rusher from Georgia. Those another guys kind of falling a little bit. Could maybe go receiver. Give Trevor Lawrence a little bit of help with Bateman or Elijah Moore. That's an option there. They need a lot of help in a lot of places, so I don't think anything's that surprising for the Jaguars. There's a reason they had the number 1 pick, man. There's a reason. They traded away so many guys that I can hardly remember who's even on their team right now, like star power-wise. So yeah, anything would help. Top of my head says O-lineman. That's all I know. And he's not even going to play now because of Trevor Lawrence. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with
James Robinson, the running back, was a breakout from this year.
Oh, okay.
Do they have a receiver?
I don't think they do. I didn't want to look it up because I feel like they lost the receiver. I keep thinking of Allen Robinson, but he left like 2 years ago.
Oh, no. Yeah. That guy.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Jaguars. I'm sorry. Sorry to admit that, but I don't follow the Jaguars very closely or hear much about them. Yeah, I think O-line is probably the safest bet. You could try to go defense. There's some good defensive guys on the board like Jeremiah. That's probably a good bet because he could kind of cover the whole field is what it sounds like. He'd be a leader.
Okay. Let me tell you who they have. So they have DJ Chark, they have Marvin Jones, and Laviska Shenault Jr. Those are their 3 receivers. Their receivers aren't bad.
They don't sound very good.
They're actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, DJ Chark and at least Laviska Shenault was actually pretty good this year too.
Let me see. Just curious. This is team defense. Jaguars. I forget how young the Jaguars actually are. They came into the league in 1995.
Yeah, they're very young.
I always forget about that. God, they only won 1 game this past season. I completely forgot about that as well. I thought they won like 3, but no, they won 1. That's incredible. Receiving yards.
Alrighty.
DJ Chark, Kellen Cole. Oh, Shenault. I like that guy a lot. I like him a lot. He could be really good for them. Oh, I saw Tyler Eifert. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think it would hurt if they got Elijah Moore or anything like that. I don't think that would really make a big difference in their plans. Nothing that hurts them. Yeah, O-lineman wouldn't be bad in there.
Oh, they've had 2 first-round picks these past 2 years.
I believe it. When you're that bad, you need it. Najee Harris finished 5th in Heisman voting. That is impressive. He had 1,300, almost 1,400 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns in 2020.
Maybe a steal.
Lord, please. Oh my goodness, bro! Najee Harris is gonna be a monster.
If he can push himself to be in the top 10 of running backs this year, that will be probably a steal of the draft.
I don't think it's a question that he's capable of it. I think it's that the Steelers let him.
No, that's what I mean. Like if he does it, then he might be a steal of the draft.
Yeah, I think he can do it. It's just he needs the touches to do so.
My goodness. We're on pick 25. How are you guys not speeding this process up?
7 more. Woo. Bro, it's 11:20. This is wild. 11:20 EST.
Get out of your chair, you lazy bum.
Come on, Goodell.
25th pick.
Come on.
Jacksonville selects.
Who is it, Chayeb? Who could it be?
Oh, okay. Travis Etienne, the other running back in this draft.
Ooh. Well, I guess they weren't very confident in the running back that you stated.
And James Robinson.
Wow. Poor James Robinson. You probably felt so good about yourself this past season, and they just drafted a running back in the first round.
Yeah, but now Trevor Lawrence has his running back.
Yeah, he had 1,000 yards rushing. That's not bad.
James Robinson had a solid season, so that's why this is
Yeah, he averaged 4.5 yards per attempt. No, he had a really good season. He's 22 also.
Yeah, they drafted him last year. That's why I'm I don't know why they drafted.
They only had 2 positions that they didn't have to draft in, which is quarterback and running back, and they did it. That's incredible. That is incredible. Wow. So I think Travis is better, but I think Travis could be better. I think he definitely has the potential to be better, but it's do you need that? Like, I don't think the guy's gonna be like James Robinson. Like you said, he has almost 1,100 yards. Like, I don't like you throw Travis in there. Travis maybe gets like 1,300, 12, 12 maybe, like an extra 100 yards. I don't know if that's really. Like, I know it's a whole another 100 yards, but when you break it over a whole season, that's only 16 more yards per game. Like, that's not really.
Yeah, but you have to remember they're gonna have one more game this season.
Still though, that's. I don't know if that's worth it.
Oh, I definitely don't think it was worth it.
He had 300 yards for them receiving as well, which is not too shabby. 70 yards per reception.
Thing is that they just paired up
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence with his running back.
I still think O-line would have been a better move.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
Yeah, I think that would have been a lot better. Yeah. So now is the Brownies?
Yes, the Brownie Browns.
Yeah, a lot of people have him going corner here. I'm pretty sure.
So Greg Newsome this second.
Either Greg Newsome or Tyson Campbell from Georgia. But I think Greg Newsome is probably the move. Yeah, he was already taken off the board. A couple people have him going edge. An edge rusher and Carlos Basham, but I don't think that makes sense. I think Greg Newsome, the second, makes a lot more sense. They've already invested a lot in their secondary, though. Am I wrong?
Who?
The Browns? I feel like this is maybe their third draft pick that they've gone with a corner, if they do so.
I'm not 100% sure. No, it can't be because obviously they went with Baker.
Yeah, in the first round, but I think they also had another first round pick that draft.
That year?
They went with Greedy Williams, I think, something like that.
Maybe.
So, and I think they might have gone a cornerback the year before, if I'm not mistaken on that. Let me see. I got that right.
No, so they would have had to have two picks, right? Because Myles Garrett was one of those too.
Oh, not that year. I think Myles Garrett was like the year or two before, because he was like a top 5 pick. I'm pretty certain. What is it? Draft. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. No, they won a safety last year. Last year they took a safety. In 2019, they took a corner and a safety, like in general. But they took Greedy Williams in the second round. They took the safety in the second round. And the year with Baker, they got Denzel Ward with the fourth pick. That's what you're thinking was. Oh my gosh, yeah. And in 2017, they got Jabril Peppers, who was a safety with the 25th pick when they got Myles Garrett with the number 1 pick.
That's so awkward.
Yeah. So in the last
So they're going to probably go on defense here.
In the last 5 years, they've taken some type of secondary player within the first 2 rounds.
All right. Cleveland with their 26th pick.
If you swing enough times, you're going to hit, right?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not how it works.
100%.
Getting a hit, if you're saying contact, sure. If you're saying a hit, no.
I'm saying on base. Something to get you on base.
No.
I think so.
No.
Yeah. The Browns know, man. The Browns know how many times when they're at the top of the draft. Come on. It works out for them all the time. That's why they're always up there. Same with the Jaguars. Come on. They're up there for a reason, bro. They're up there for a reason. But yeah, they probably go with Greg Newsome, corner. That's probably what they do. That makes sense.
Based on what Roger Goodell is saying, they're probably going to go with some other human that I don't know because they keep talking about a bunch of stuff that.
What are they saying?
I don't know.
What are they saying, Chad? What are their words? What do they mean?
Oh my goodness, lady, we're ready. Just give us the pick.
Oh,
Gregory Newsome the second.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let me see if I can find a little something on him for us to talk about. Yeah, some people have him going a little bit higher.
Yeah, definitely. I saw that too.
So it's nice that the Browns were able to pick him up. Let me talk about one of my mock draft people that I haven't used yet. That hadn't gone.
Oh, we're so close. Come on, Baltimore. You have. Wait. Oh, they have 31. Come on, Baltimore.
So, this is gonna sound funny, but this is actually who wrote the article. Technically, it was the Bleacher Report NFL scouting department. Said that Greg Newsome, the second cornerback, they had him going to the Jets at 23rd. They said after, well, I'm not gonna quote that because they're talking about Zach. Outside season Northwestern. Newsome has long arms and very good ball skills to excel downfield in the pass game. He will need to work on not being so handsy while impressed. Wow, that's a theme for a lot of these guys, that they're handsy. But he shows the aggressiveness to reroute receivers while using great leverage to keep positioning. That's great to hear. Consistent answer at cornerback. Yeah, that's pretty much all they have on him. Might not develop into an all-pro, but he has the skills to be a solid starter for years to come, which honestly is all you could ask for this late into the draft. This late into the first round, you're just hoping you get a solidified starter for years to come.
What I want to see is who's going to be like the literal steal of the draft that like no one actually knew about them.
Dylan Moses, Alabama linebacker. Probably not getting drafted. What day is it today? Thursday? Probably not getting drafted till like Saturday. He's probably going to like in the fourth round. Fourth round, third round, maybe third round. But I think most people went in the fourth round. I like him a lot. We talked about him a little bit. Great guy. Great kid. Had some injury problems that I think really held him back, and that's why he's not going to go as highly in the draft. But he could definitely be someone that ends up being just a steal for somebody, an absolute steal. And we're only covering the first round of the draft. I'm going to be honest with you. We're only doing the first round. We're not doing the second round, or third round, or fourth, or fifth, or sixth. Maybe sixth. Maybe we'll do it for try. Maybe we can scout the next Tom Brady. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're only doing the first round tonight. Biggest night, most fun night to do. We actually know a couple of these players. So it seems reasonable for us to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because once you get into the later rounds, it's
an honest crapshoot where just no one knows where anybody's going. There's no real predictability. It's more of just trying to figure out who needs what, and then you're just basing it off of the position than actual like talent, because the talent pool just is really just chaos at that point. We even see it now. Like all these mock drafts are just completely destroyed the farther we go down them. Yeah. It's wild. Like, there's no consensus 30th pick here coming up later. The Bills.
Who has the 30th pick?
The Bills. The Bills have the 30th pick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A couple of these guys are still on the board, but see what happens. Right now, is the Ravens correct?
Yes, and right now it's commercial break, so we're not getting that pick for a little bit.
Do the Ravens go O-line? They can take Tevin Jenkins, still on the board from Oklahoma State. They can still go with that since they
might go linebacker.
Mm.
They might go linebacker, if anything.
I don't think there's a linebacker really available.
Is there not? I thought there was.
No, not really at this area. There would be Jamin Davis, but Jamin Davis got drafted way earlier than people thought. North Washington.
Jeremiah Osua Cormala.
Oh my God, you are absolutely right. I keep forgetting that he's falling. Wow, that would be a steal for the Ravens. At this point, he'd be a steal for anyone. Like, he really would be.
Yeah, I think.
Like if the Saints are there, could get him. Oh my God, do I hope they get him? Oh my God,
the Saints are gonna draft Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trash? What? I didn't say that. That's rude. I would never.
Yeah, it's just because Baltimore lost Matt Judon this year, so I would assume they would want to replace.
Yeah, but they also traded away an O-lineman in Orlando Brown, who I think was their starting tackle.
Okay.
So I feel like it's probably one of those two. It's probably either Jeremiah Or it's that tackle from Oklahoma State.
Well, they only have to get through 2 picks, and unless New Orleans is picking a O-lineman and or 3 picks technically.
Yeah.
Because they have the 31st pick, right?
Yes.
Okay,
They're
so 3
sitting on
picks.
the Saints, the Packers, and the Bills.
So maybe the Bills would take an O-lineman, but I don't see them needing it that much.
I don't think the Bills take an O-lineman. In the mocks here, they don't have them taking an O-lineman either. I don't think they do it. The Packers, I could see taking an O-lineman, but I don't know if they would.
No,
I feel like they have to go receiver. Yeah, they have to take either
Yeah.
Bateman or Elijah Moore. They have to take one of them.
Or else Aaron Rodgers is sitting out this season.
Yeah. The Saints, however, I don't think would go O-lineman. However, I think they would 100% go after Jeremiah. They would 100% go after Jeremiah. Or at least I would like to think they would. I would like to think that at least. So we'll see how that goes. And Jameis Winston we trust. I gotta remember that. Gotta tell myself that every once in a while to just remind myself things are gonna be okay. At least lie to myself and pretend that they will be. Drew Brees, man. What a great quarterback. What a great man. He's gone. He's left our realm. He's alive. It's just
and Tom Brady's still playing somehow.
Yeah, that's honestly freaking mythical. I don't know how he's pulling that crap off. Like,
doesn't he have 2 years this year and next year for Tom Brady, right? He has a contract going into the following year.
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
He wants to play till what? Till he's 50? Is that what
50, yeah. Well, which at this point is getting there. 2 years. He just needs 5 more years after that.
5 more years is a lot.
Oh, wait, no. Does he need 5? No, he'll probably need...
I think it's even more. I think he's 6.
No, he's...
Is he 42?
Rashad Bateman. The Ravens select Rashad Bateman.
No way!
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a good pickup. I like Rashad Bateman a lot. I think Rashad Bateman's a stud. Don't get me wrong. Rashad Bateman's the freaking man. He's a great, talented receiver. He should have gone earlier, I think, in reality. But, wow. I think you'd want to protect Lamar more than give him a weapon. I guess. Huh.
So New Orleans has a chance. And the question is will they use that chance?
Sean Payton, if you're one of the 4 viewers watching right now, please take Jeremiah. Please. Please take Jeremiah. Take Jeremiah. What's this man's full name? Make sure I say it.
Very weird name.
Please take Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, even though I might not have pronounced it right. Take him, linebacker from Notre Dame. I like what I hear. I've heard a decent amount about him. Take him.
I am a bigger fan of the Saints, so I'd rather Kyle Trask.
Your Patriots jersey says otherwise. Patriots jersey says otherwise, my friend. I almost wore my Drew Brees jersey, but it hurt too much, so I didn't. It didn't feel right.
I don't know. Even if you had a Rodgers jersey, it wouldn't feel right either. Yeah, it still wouldn't feel right.
I also have a Joe Flacco jersey when he was on the Ravens. That also does not feel right.
Yeah.
I also have an Adrian Peterson jersey when he was on the Vikings. That also is not right now. God, I hope they take Jeremiah. Jeremiah, if you don't know, if you weren't here, we talked about it earlier. Jeremiah is a linebacker from Notre Dame. The guy seems to be super athletic. He seems like a dude that covers the length of the field. He's basically like a safety playing linebacker, like Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals. That's kind of the comp I gave him from what I've heard. Just, oh my gosh, big coverage guy. Super long, super fast, smart guy, a leader of that defense in Notre Dame. It just makes sense. It just makes too much sense for the Saints to go with Jeremiah. The Saints have a terrible defense in reality. Drew Brees didn't win a Super Bowl because
of that defense.
Because that defense was trash every single year. Even when it was top 5, it was trash. It was top 5 trash. That's what it was.
The Minnesota Miracle.
Shia, there was no need. There was no need. There was none. There was absolutely zero need for you to go and bring that up about the freaking Minnesota Miracle crap.
There was a lot of need because it's a miracle that man
No.
didn't rap.
No.
It's a miracle that guy didn't
The
rap.
PTSD is hitting too hard. You need to relax. This is supposed to be fun.
They're gonna draft Jabril Cox, guaranteed.
Who is that?
Some guy.
Who the heck is that? No.
Yes.
No, Jeremiah would be a great fit. The Saints don't have a great secondary. They don't have good linebackers at all. They have a pretty decent D-line, but that's only because it's anchored down by Cameron Hayward? Jordan Cameron. I completely flipped his name. Jordan Cameron. I'm like yelling to the mic. I need to relax. Jordan Cameron. Oh my God, the Saints. Jordan Cameron is the only one that's doing anything with that defensive line. Jordan Cameron. It's all right, Cameron Jordan.
It's gonna be
I cannot get his name right. No. Cameron Jordan, though, has been a monster for that D-line. He's the only defensive Saints player that's actually been pretty good the last couple years. That's secondary is so bad. The front seven is not great. That's why a guy like Jeremiah that can do a little bit of everything inside would be such a benefit. If they don't go Jeremiah, I'm gonna be honestly upset. I'm gonna be very, very upset.
All right, come on, Jabril Cox.
Please,
that's what we want.
Please, is he at the podium?
No.
What, bro? What are they doing?
It's commercials, dude. It's not my fault that these people feel the need to throw ads at me every 5 minutes because they can't just throw picks at me.
I just want to know what they got. Darn it.
Me too. Their pick's been in this whole commercial break.
A couple mock drafts had them going cornerback with Tyson Campbell from Georgia. A couple of them had him taking Caleb Farley. Christian Barmore, defensive lineman from Alabama. 100 taking Kadarius Toney, so I guess that'd be replaced with Elijah Moore. Or rather, who'd they? No, Rashad Bateman went to the Ravens.
Yeah, Elijah Moore is still available. Last one.
I don't think they would go receiver.
Hey, look, it's Drew Brees.
No, you're lying to me. You're lying.
They're just going over his highlights.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Oh, look, he won a Super Bowl.
I was like, I will find an illegal stream to see Drew Brees. I will do it. I don't feel comfortable doing it, but I will. I will nonetheless. I wouldn't mind Asante Samuel Jr. either, to be honest. He's a cornerback. Asante Samuel is a great player in the NFL, so I imagine his son is probably no different. He went to FSU.
Wow, what mean humans. They showed the Minnesota Miracle.
Bro, what are they doing? I thought this was a highlight tape. Why would they show the Minnesota Miracle for the Saints pick?
They did.
Well, you're lying?
Yeah.
Good, because that makes zero sense. It'd be pretty funny if they did it for the Vikings. That would have been pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be pretty funny for them to do. Can you imagine one of your best franchise highlights being a mistake that the other team made? Couldn't be me, because I'm on the other end of it. Freaking New Orleans.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
Is the pick in, though, or are the Saints just like picking their nose?
No, it's been in. Like, they got it in before the commercial break started. They've just been sitting on this.
Gotcha. I don't know what's going on, but we had like 8 viewers for a couple minutes there.
Actually?
Yeah. Funny. When I started ranting about the Saints, our viewership went up a good amount. It was really funny. It was really funny. I don't know how that happened.
Pick.
The 28th pick, the New Orleans Saints. Select Jeremiah, hopefully. Please.
Who?
No, I don't like that.
Peyton Turner. Who the heck is Peyton Turner?
Bro. Who is that?
Actually, who is that?
New Orleans. You had one job. One job. What's the man's name again? What's the young buck's name that's going to disappoint me? What's his name?
Peyton Turner.
Peyton Turner. Basic name, Timmy Turner. Homie better have some Fairly Odd Parents. And freaking wish that he can play. What position is he? Oh, it's freaking D lineman?
He's a D end.
From Houston? Why do I feel like I've heard this guy now, all of a sudden? Some bug on the floor. Oh my god, I'm so mad, bro. Why? We don't even need a D end. Like, will it help for sure if the guy's good? But dang, why didn't we just go with Jeremiah? Jeremiah's fallen so far. It would have been such a good fit. He would basically make up for all the liabilities we have out there on the field.
Oh no.
I thought this said the study of Payne Turner. And I was like, please educate me on the man. See what Pro Football Focus had to say about him. Ian Cummings published this article. Oh my god, it takes hard work and steely perseverance, but sometimes a little versatility doesn't hurt. I'm glad that's how they describe this man. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Dang, he's 6'5", 268. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Man, it's very large.
Big guy.
Positives. 3-year starter with an underrated game. Plays with good lean, effectively uses his hands, and keeps his feet moving. Has excellent length, moves well about the field, and moves fluidly if asked to twist or stunt. What if he's not asked, then what? Strong. Are you freaking kidding me? They're really going to say strong? The man's a D lineman. He better be strong. Strong, displays the ability to push blockers off the line and stays with the... He's a D lineman. That's what they're supposed to do. That's not a positive. That's his job.
Well, it's a positive that he can do his job.
Negatives. Not a great natural pass rusher. You explain to me how... That's not a negative. That's like a whole, like, why are you drafted this early? Like, bro, what? Not a great natural pass. You're an edge rusher. You're supposed to be the best pass rusher on the field.
Oh, that's great.
And does not show much speed off the edge. Possesses an average closing burst.
Oh, no.
Turner was consistently productive for Houston and has both size as well as growth potential. He's a development prospect who could eventually grow into a defensive tackle. Yeah, that's what he's going to have to play.
At 6'5", though? Jesus.
He's a massive human being.
Yeah,
but tackles are pretty huge, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, Calais Campbell is...
He's
a huge man. Yeah, never mind.
Remember Dontarie Poe?
Well, Dontarie Poe was like a wide man.
Star Luetti or whatever.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Panthers defensive tackle a while ago.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. If I showed you a picture, you know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember his last name for the life of me. Yeah, defensive tackles are usually pretty round. Pretty round, gentlemen. I don't know if you'd consider them not a great natural pass rusher.
All right. Hey.
That has to be the worst negative I've ever read about a prospect. That's like
2 picks in a row here.
Saying a receiver. That's like drafting a receiver and you find out they're negative that somebody wrote was like not a great catcher. It's like what? What do you mean he's not a great catcher? What is he doing out there?
All right. So hey, guess what? Another team that you like.
I don't even care about this anymore.
Has their pick in.
I'm so mad.
It is the Packers. Here comes
if it's
the
not
pick.
Elijah Moore.
With the 29th pick.
It better be Elijah Moore. I'm going to cry right here. Y'all are going to see real tears.
Jabril Cox. No, Eric Stokes, a cornerback from Georgia.
You got to be kidding me.
Eric Stokes.
You're a liar.
Eric Stokes.
No, you're lying to me.
Eric Stokes.
You're lying. The Packers did not just draft a corner. There's no way they did.
Of course they did.
No, they did not.
Yeah, of course they did. Yes.
Chaya.
What?
That's wrong.
No, it isn't.
Excuse me? They didn't draft Elijah Moore.
No.
One of the better receivers in this draft.
No.
That probably should have gone like in the 20s, early 20s. The man that was a gift to the Packers that he even fell this far?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go, Buffalo. Here we go. Here we go, Buffalo. Here we go. Elijah Moore to Buffalo. That's what's probably going to happen now.
You got to be kidding me.
That's probably what's going to... No, Eric Stokes to the Packers.
Bro, the Packers really just gave the middle finger to Aaron Rodgers. Like on national television. That's what they just did.
Well, they did that last year when they drafted
Oh
Jordan
my God,
Love.
they did much more. They did much more, bro, than just the middle finger last year. Oh my God, they whipped it out and smacked them with it last year. That's what they freaking did.
They said you need a receiver with Devontae Adams.
Bro,
how about we get you a quarterback?
You know the Pikachu meme?
Yeah.
The shocked Pikachu meme?
Pikachu,
Yeah, bro. I saw that earlier today, where it's like Packers in the draft trade up to get Packers trade up to get Aaron Rodgers more weapons. Ends up drafting a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers wants to leave. And it's like the Packers Pikachu meme. It's like, bro. And now it's like, oh yeah, he didn't want to stay if we get him a corner. Yeah, that'll
that's
do
what
it.
he wanted.
Bro, come on.
I love it. I love these picks.
I'm pretty sure my mic peaked a bunch because I've had it like right here. I was like yelling. I need to fix that. I'm sorry, people, for doing that. I'm just very passionate, especially with how the Saints messed up, how the Packers have messed up. Freaking two disappointing franchises right now that are about to lose both their franchise quarterbacks. I'm not crying. You're crying, all right? I'm not in despair. You are.
I am not in despair. Woo.
Oh
my goodness, that's
how do they do it? How do they do it?
I don't know how you do that. Like just knowing like all the information that's already out there.
That is outstanding. How they choose to draft poorly. That is just honestly outstanding. Outstanding. How they choose to just repeatedly shoot themselves in the foot. And then question themselves why things aren't working.
3 more picks. The question is, are we going to get these 3 picks done before 12 o'clock?
Oh my God, bro. Shout out to whoever stayed this long in our stream. This is awesome.
Yeah,
thank you to everyone that's here already at 11:48 p.m. I don't know what you're doing, but I appreciate you being here with us. That's very nice of you. Spending your late hours here at the offhand.
At this point, we're just making fun of picks because...
At this point, I'm just making fun of the Saints and the Packers because that's the only way I can cope with the despair that I'm going to have to deal with this upcoming season with Aaron Rodgers possibly leaving and
what are they
and the Saints not having Drew Brees. But we got who did they get again, Chayav?
Who? Saints?
Yeah, they got a defensive end. Yes, exactly. That's who they got. They got someone that is so well known. It's a defensive end from Houston. I'm sure the man is wonderful. I'm sure he's a great kid. He was maybe supposed to. I hope he was supposed to go early second round, or else this was just a terrible decision.
Not gonna lie, I have no idea. Peyton Turner,
yeah. Bro, when one of your negatives
is
not a natural pass rusher.
Yeah.
And you're a defensive end, like that's just horrendous. Not a natural pass rusher for a defensive end. That's probably one of the worst negatives you could get. That really is. Because like if you're a linebacker, it's like, all right, sure, whatever. Like you're probably a coverage guy. Like, yeah, whatever. It's like, or a corner, it's like, oh, like not a natural zone defender. It's like, all right, cool. So he's probably a man defender. If you're a pass rusher, what else are you doing? Like if you're an edge, like you can stop the run. It's like that's what defensive tackles are supposed to be doing. Like, what are you, guy? Come on.
Alrighty, come on. The Bills pick is in. We are not on a commercial break, so this should go through before a commercial break.
A lot of people have the Bills taking Asante Samuel here. Asante Samuel Jr. at corner.
Maybe.
That makes sense. Line them up against across from Tre'Davious White. That'd be really good for them, I think. That makes a lot of sense. Beef up that defense a little bit more, especially with how they got exposed by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That was tough to watch. Their offense did pretty solid, but that defense was getting murked on the inside, especially. So it might be good to do that. To go with this man's of Asante Samuel Jr. Or go Jeremiah. If the Bills are a smart franchise, they probably pull the trigger. They probably go for Jeremiah. They're a smart team. They know that they need help inside and could use a guy that could do almost everything. I'd be so mad. Wherever Jeremiah goes, I'm just going to be very upset with that franchise. If the Buccaneers get Jeremiah, I'm going to swing my microphone and break my laptop. I can guarantee you that, people. That is how we will end the live stream. The live stream will end due to my broken computer. That is why. If he falls that far, he was supposed to go like in the 16, 18 area. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Maybe not that high.
The Buffalo Bills pick is in.
Oh my goodness.
Goodell is showing his card to an old man in his chair.
How's the old man feeling? What is
he
his
made
face?
the old man sit up or stand up for some reason. Okay. What a mean human.
Tell me, I need a play-by-play of the old man's expression. What's it looking like?
Draft. Gregory Rousseau, another man out of Miami.
Interesting. Edge rusher. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Bills pick Gregory Rousseau.
I mean, the Bills are a great team. They could freaking do whatever they want. Like, defense makes sense. It made sense for them to choose that side of the ball because that's definitely where they need the most help. They were exposed by Kansas City, so I thought they would maybe go more secondary area or middle of the field. But I guess, edge rusher, sure. Why not? Get more pressure out there. That makes sense as well. I don't blame him whatsoever for that decision.
Holy cow. He's 6'6", 266.
Yeah, Gregory Rousseau is a large man. He's a big lad. Very large lad. He's the second. Yeah, him and Jaylen Phillips wreaked havoc for Miami.
Yeah.
I thought Miami had such a great defense this past season. Was due to those two guys just storming the quarterback, getting in that backfield, causing just absolute havoc and chaos. It's pretty wild.
Alrighty.
So, it makes sense for the Bills to do that. Ravens.
Ravens
literally could get either of the two guys that we said that they could get earlier.
Yep, still could get them.
They could still get the O-lineman, Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State, who I've been talking about could possibly be going since, 19, something like that?
Oh, yeah, like 19. You know where he could go? He could go to Tampa. Maybe? He could go to Tampa and protect Brady till Brady's 50 years old.
Oh my God, that'd be pretty hilarious. But yeah, I'm surprised he fell that far. Same for Jeremiah Owusu-Komora. I always forget that last part. I have to see it to say it. But yeah, one of those two guys, I'm surprised they're still here. The Ravens could use either or, especially since they traded away Orlando Brown to Kansas City, which was such a weird move, but I'm not going to question the Ravens too hard. Who did they draft with just a couple picks ago again? They drafted a corner, right?
Who?
The Ravens?
The Ravens?
No, they drafted a receiver. They drafted Bateman. That's right. They drafted Bateman. Yeah, so I imagine they either go O-line or they go linebacker because, like you said, they lost Matthew Judon. Matthew Judon, though, is more of a pass rusher. From what I read, it does seem like Jeremiah's a pass rusher, so that would definitely be a little bit of a different angle for them by choosing to go that way. So maybe that's not the move. But I like O-lineman. They got to fill that gap. Tevin Jenkins was supposed to go way earlier. He slid a lot. He slid like 10 picks at this point, more than 10 picks. I think he's like super aggressive as well. Maybe that's why he's fallen down so far. And that could be why.
We shall see.
We will see. I'm going to see if I can find something real quick. Just find a little scouting report on him to kind of read off. Oh, that's true. There also is this other edge rusher who was supposed to go a while ago as well. Aziz Ajulari, edge rusher from Georgia. Not sure if I pronounced that right. He's supposed to be pretty good. Oh, man, I just crossed the screen and said Elijah Moore, Green Bay Packers. It's like, yeah, that's what they should have done instead of, I don't even remember what clown. I'm suppressing that memory, bro. I don't even want to think about.
It's Peyton Turner.
Peyton Turner was the Saints.
Yeah.
Who was the Packers?
Eric Stokes, cornerback.
I don't even want to look him up. Like that has to be King, not Kadarius, such a K though. King, cornerback for the Packers. He must have left such a bad taste in their mouth, even though they re-signed him.
Oh, they did re-sign him?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy that got beat by the...
Like every play, yeah.
By Scotty Miller at the end of
that guy. That great human being. He's probably a great kid. It's just, can only judge him based off of what I've seen. What I've seen, I'm not very happy with. So, I don't remember what I was looking up here. Tevin. This guy, or did these people have Tevin Jenkins?
Come on, we got 5 minutes. You can get 2 picks in with Tevin 5 minutes
Jenkins,
left.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can. I believe in them.
They can't. Commercials won't. Commercials are going to take up more time than that.
Nah.
That's the reality. Commercials are going to take up much more time than that.
Nah.
No, you're lying to yourself if you think within the next 4 minutes that they're going to do both picks. You're absolutely lying to yourself, my guy. Okay. So to tell you a little about Tevin Jenkins, because I feel like he's going to be the guy they draft right here, the Ravens. The Bleacher Report scouting department wrote an article doing a little mock draft. They had him going to the Bears at 20th. That kind of shows how far he's gone. I also have some other mock drafts that said he was going to go way earlier, at maybe like 16 even, not 16 exactly, but like in the teens was definitely a possibility for the kid. He was not supposed to fall this far. Jenkins, who was a bully with elite level power and competitive toughness that could go a long way in reshaping an offense on the fly and injecting much needed physicality with underrated savvy into a stagnant offense. That's something I like to hear.
I'm not a pass rusher.
Yeah, not like he's naturally not a good like pass blocker. It's like, what? It's like you're an offensive tackle. What are you supposed to? I'm gonna be so mad with that guy. That guy has to like get like 4 sacks in like a game for me to like feel differently about him. Payne Turner, bro, you're like my arch nemesis now. Oh my goodness, ready to swing on sight. Would I win? Definitely not. I would get KO'd in like 0.2 seconds, if that even. The man is so large. I would die probably on impact. But
Probably.
the passion within me would have me live those 0.2 seconds. The fire within my heart, the beating of my heart would carry me into 0.2 seconds of combat. Man, what are the Ravens going to do?
Their pick is in, but it's a commercial break,
so
we're not gonna.
We're definitely not getting it before midnight.
Yeah, no.
100% that is not happening, my friend. 100% that is not happening. Let me see what the homie had to say. Kyle Crabb's mock draft from the Draft Network. Let's see what his thoughts were on Tevin Jenkins. I'm curious to learn more about this young man. Offensive tackle from Oklahoma State. I know he's really aggressive. I knew that kind of going. Wow, this is a lot to read. Dang, played a lot of games when he was healthy. That's always good to see. He played right guard, left tackle, and right tackle. That's really good. He played mostly right tackle. First 8 games of the season, he liked to opt out after suffering what was reported as lower back issues. That's not good. He's 6'6", 320. That is massive. Top heavy blocker. That's for sure. His air raid offense, so he deals more with the pass first type of offense, pass heavy offense in reality, not even pass first, pass heavy. A quick setter that's prone to take horizontal pass sets. He's created a habit of establishing quick wins by striking his hands and controlling defenders. As a run blocker, he's able to create considerable amounts of movement when able to gain momentum prior to engagement points. A well above average finisher. It sounds like a fighter. I love it. Well above average finisher, Jenkins is the type of offensive lineman that attempts to humiliate players in the opposite color jersey. I love to hear that. The echo of the whistle doesn't slow down his process, and he continues on with his process until he wants to conclude. Homie's like, screw the ref. The play's done when I say it's done. Jenkins' athleticism and lack of overall range may create questions about his potential at offensive tackle, and there will be some teams who grade him as a guard. As a result, Jenkins will have a strong chance of being the first offensive lineman drafted. That's a lie. Homie is about to fall the first round. I love that, though. My alarm going off. It's midnight. I love that, though. I don't know how this man wasn't drafted earlier. If you tell me an offensive lineman sounds like he's ready to fight on site at all times, every single play, and he wants the smoke, bro, give me that man. Give me that man and put him outside. I am here for it.
Here's 31 with the Ravens.
I am here for it, my guy. Oh, my goodness. The Ravens better get him. Cam to leave, go back and forth.
Jason Owe, a linebacker out of Penn State.
A linebacker?
Yeah.
From Penn State. Oh, yeah, he was supposed to go a while as well, Jason Owe. Yeah, that's a good pickup. I've heard good things about him as well. I've heard some really good things. That's not a bad move. He's more of an edge rusher, though, than a real, like, true linebacker. So I guess that makes sense. I guess that's fair. Bro, the Buccaneers have it too good. This is messed up. I can't believe there's so many teams that are just so moronic out here. Really just making dumb decisions.
So do the Buccaneers go offensive lineman? Do they go Jeremiah? Do they go? Well, they don't need a receiver.
Asante Samuel.
Yeah, Asante Samuel.
Asante Samuel Jr. Well, I think Asante Samuel Sr., I think he played for the Buccaneers, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had a pretty decent career with the Buccaneers. That'd be pretty poetic. That'd be pretty cool if they do that. That actually might, the Buccaneers, they already have enough talent everywhere, so they might just say screw it and do that. That'd be a cool story. I'm so mad the amount of talent that is here at 30 for the Buccaneers.
All right, Buccaneers.
Like,
let's see what you draft.
If they don't draft Jeremiah or Jenkins, I'd be pretty mad. I'd be really surprised here. Also, there are only like 2 trades that happened, right? In this spring.
Yeah, literally only 2.
Bro, there were so many mocks that I saw that like 5 trades happened. I was like, you need to calm down. You need to relax. This is probably not gonna happen. There's like maybe
the 2 trades were
that all happened like at the same time too.
Yeah, the Jets trading with the
it was the Jets with the Vikings.
No, it was 3. Was it 3? It was Jets.
Jets, Vikings, and Cowboys were the 3 that initiated trades, I'm pretty sure. I hear a little bit of static. I'm not sure what that is. I hope you guys can't hear that.
All right, come on.
I'm not sure what's causing
it's 12:02 in the morning.
Bro, prime
I just
time.
want
we have
to
7
know
viewers. Thank you to all 7 viewers that are here with us on the last pick of the draft at 12:02 a.m.
Yeah.
We've been doing this. We've been doing this since yesterday.
All right.
I'm crying.
All right. They sped this one up.
Let's go. The Buccaneers were like, bro, this guy's still out here? Yes, please. Thank you. Bruce Arians was like, say less, fam. Say less. Give me my mans.
Who?
What? Did I say who?
Joe Tryon?
No way. They took the edge from Washington?
A linebacker, apparently, from Washington.
Yeah, but he's like an edge rusher, from what I see.
So something must have happened to Jeremiah. Something must have scared a bunch of people off of Jeremiah.
I am going to do so much research into trying to figure out what happened to this guy. Same thing with Tevin Jenkins, because like I want to see real quick, since that's essentially the end of the first round. We'll close up in a minute. Yeah. I just want to find this real quick, just to see how high these guys were going to go. They were not going to go this high. This is a little high. This is 10. 12 was pretty set in stone as well, with one of the receivers going. Same with the here. He could have gone there in reality. Vikings, Pats were going to take a quarterback that was going to, if he fell that far. Cardinals, nope. Dolphins.
Oh my goodness.
Dolphins, some people had the Dolphins taking Jeremiah at 18.
Again, something must have happened.
14 picks, he slid so far. He could slide farther.
Something must have happened that we don't know about.
Same thing with Tevin. Tevin was supposed to go at 20.
Yeah, but I think that's
go at 20 to the Bears.
I think that's because the Raiders they took an O lineman, right? The Raiders took an O lineman, and
yeah, they took the lineman from Alabama. He was supposed to go late in the first round.
Yeah,
and they took him more in the middle.
If anything, that's probably what messed up.
No, but still, he was supposed to go in the first round as well. That lineman, Alex Leatherwood. He was supposed to go in the first round as well. Like, there was a lot of teams that had him go in the first round. There was like 5 O linemen that were supposed to go in the first round, and Tevin was supposed to be the second, arguably the first one to go off.
Yeah,
and he's still on the board.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough for the kid.
Alrighty,
well, everyone. All 5 viewers currently with us, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. If you were here from the beginning, we appreciate you for your support. Thank you for being here. If you're here this long, you should definitely subscribe to the Offhand. You're a real one already by being here at this hour. We're back at it. We haven't posted in a while, but we're going to be posting more content again. We needed a little break because of I was doing some school stuff. But now that's over, so I can focus again on the offhand. We can keep producing content, hopefully better content, more content, and it should be a good, fun time. If you're interested in that, and NFL content or NBA videos, check us out, subscribe. We got a bunch of videos. We have documentaries on a couple players, which are really cool, like Stephon Diggs. Check that one out. That one's really good. People have said it. 40,000 people have watched it. Should add on. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, at @the_off_hand. We post occasionally on there as well. We don't spam, so it doesn't hurt to follow us. We're not going to affect your timeline too hard. All right. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a good night. Thanks for coming out. Bye. Oh.